The thoughts, views, and opinions of In the Red podcast and its host and our guest is strictly for entertainment purposes only.
You're drinking brown juice. All right. Let me take my sip of sorrow. I don't know how you... This is probably one of his best battles. I ain't enough of that. We ain't doing too much. I ain't playing the whole thing. Because I stole you from the streets.
I'm not on the streets.
I stole you from the streets.
I'm trying to get off the streets that I'm not on. I'm on the pavement. What do you call it? Sidewalk.
On the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Hence why, you're not in podcast garments. Right? It's not so. Because, okay, let's do full disclosure, right? We've been trying to do this for how long?
Oh my God. Since literally a year, probably.
About a year.
Literally.
And I've been promising. I mean, even though it's the podcast that you refuse to watch, that you're going to be on.
That's such a lie, because I have watched in full one episode and in half.
There's 19.
Shh.
There's
Savannah. Slow down.
There's 19. All right. This makes 20. So it only took 20 podcasts to get you. And full disclosure, it was your idea.
It was my idea, because I have a lot of thoughts that people should be aware of about themselves. It's not that thoughts about me. It's about them. Can I cuss?
You could do anything.
Okay.
This is a free world.
I can't say world. I have to.
And listen, if you're wearing AirPods or earbuds, and you're here, you're like, yo, why does it feel like a spiritual moment during this podcast? I've explained to y'all before that I'm in a very weird space, and in my building, there's a church. And my God, do they celebrate? Do they celebrate? Jesus, man. All right, so what name are we going by? Are you going by the cheeky, what is it?
Yes, we should.
So I'm going to let
Hi, guys.
There you go.
My name is Cathy, a.k.a. The Cheeky Cat.
Hey.
Oh. I don't like that.
You don't like the
I want like some like Jamaican.
I don't have it.
Oh.
I don't have it. The
Yes. Yes. I could do it. Hold on.
Yeah.
Come on. We don't need, conservative clapping. I'm insane.
Now we got that out of the way.
My name is actually Cathy, guys, with a C, not a K. Don't follow me on Instagram unless you're into gym content. That's all that's going to be on there.
And TikTok.
And TikTok, yes. Cheeky on all platforms. Don't follow me.
Your weight loss. I'm sorry to say weight loss. Not weight loss. Because we were talking about Ozempic
That is
prior
true.
to this. So now your gym content is not you good. Don't worry about it. We'll beg him for a check. Don't worry about it. We're like, hey, listen, Cheeky,
come on.
She did something.
Come on.
$5. Something for the lights. But no, your gym content is off the crate.
Have you seen my TikTok? Oh, yeah. Really? Yeah. I didn't know you were on TikTok.
I am, but I'm secret.
Clearly.
Yeah,
Are you like a user 546231?
One of those. Yeah,
I know. I'm actually really proud of myself.
Yeah.
Like, I have not been seeing the progress, like,
Yeah.
in real time until I look back on content.
Oh,
That's why content is very important, guys.
I'm gonna be honest. I have TikTok, right? But you remember when we went? All right, before anybody gets any ideas, let's clear this up. This is family friend,
Yeah, he's my dad, guys.
right?
Literally.
Yeah, like
By force. He didn't want this, but
she forced it on me.
literally.
So this is the equivalent of like my oldest daughter.
Yeah.
But
I need the guidance. Any help I could get, really.
so one night, we went out to celebrate another friend's B-Day, and we were hanging out. And while we were in the party bus, she showed me every video on her TikTok.
Really?
Yeah, and you was like, the shit, yes.
Really? I did that?
You don't remember that?
No. Was I drunk?
I don't know if you were drunk, but you were pleasantly happy.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, and you was just going through video.
Yeah, because sometimes
and you was like, yeah.
Yes.
But who says that before the person you showed it to says that?
If you don't hype yourself up, who will?
That's a fact.
Exactly.
That's a fact.
Come on.
Yo, but we've been trying to do this for a while.
No, like I think it's literally been a year because your birthday. Did we celebrate your birthday in January of this year? Yes,
Yeah,
we did. So
I
it's
was
been
asleep.
since then. Yeah. It's been since then.
Yeah. And you know what? And that's another thing I want to talk about. Let's get this out of the way. So when I came downstairs and y'all were downstairs waiting for me or whatever, and y'all were looking like he took so long. What?
You take long for everything, but go ahead.
I did. See, there we go. Yeah. I did not know that y'all were there.
Who did you think was in your house?
I didn't know any.
Were you really sleeping?
I was really asleep.
That's kind of crazy.
I was knocked out. My wife came and said, "Hey, get up. People are here to see you." I said, "Who?" She said, "Just get up."
Aww.
So I was like, "Yo, I'm not going downstairs with last night's ball smell."
Jesus.
Right? I can say that.
I mean, it's your podcast.
Right. So I was like, I'm not going downstairs with last night's ball smell. So I'm going to freshen up. And then whoever's there knows who and what I am. I'm coming downstairs.
Yeah. So then, like, 45 hours later, you came downstairs as a princess. You are.
Prince.
Come on. No, you're a princess for sure.
Prince.
The way you get ready, you are a princess. There's no two ways about it. Inside, you're a prince, but outside, princess.
Is that wrong?
No.
I'm all right. Here's the thing. Here's the thing that would make it make sense, right? When I come down the stairs in my 240 fashion, because that's my weight, right? So when I come downstairs in my 240, fabulous, mind you, fashion in simple shit,
Slay
right?
queen.
It's like, oh shit, it was worth the wait.
Oh my God.
Like, golly.
Please.
It's fine with an O. Fine.
You know what's even crazier?
Fine.
I don't even think I notice your outfits.
That's the key. Let me tell
I'm
you
just
something.
so happy to see you.
You know, this is the thing.
Are you not gonna acknowledge that? Go back and acknowledge
appreciate
it.
that.
Thank you.
It was warming, but it made me feel uncomfortable because it was like, you know, I don't know. Men don't admit this, right? You know, men don't do well with compliments or gifts.
Am I a man? I might be. I also don't do well with compliments. I love a good gift though.
But
Just saying. I don't know.
you're special. Special.
I mean,
special is the word.
Why are men not good with compliments?
It's just a masculine thing. It's just across the board.
It's a patriarchy thing.
I don't know. I don't want to call it that. I think because men are natural givers.
You think so?
Listen, this is no, and I say this all the time. You got to follow me on this. There's a difference between a man and a guy. Right? And I don't want to call all guys
I would even call them
boys.
guys. I would call them gremlins.
See, you go too far. You talking about a whole nother breed of people. And they ain't even
Are
drink.
they?
They ain't even put water on them yet.
No.
No, what I'm saying is, listen.
We have men and we have gremlins. There's no in between. The men category is like withering away. Y'all are literally on the brink of extinction. I just want to point that out there. The gremlins are overtaking. Sorry to say.
Because y'all keep giving them water.
Y'all?
Yeah.
Not me.
Well,
If it's one thing, the people know.
and let me tell you something. I've
People
seen.
know.
Listen, I've seen what's out there. I've seen what's out there. Or anybody jumping up and down and make sexy red is my bitch. Yeah. Huh? The sexy. This is how I get canceled. I've been trying to get canceled anyway. I don't give a.
I want to get canceled so bad.
The sexy
I've
red
been actively
followers
trying.
are like.
So I have this funny. I don't know if it's a theory or like it's just a funny thing with my niece. We love a good hood rat jam. Do I like Sexy Red as a rapper? No. Is her songs catchy? Yes. Bow, bow, bow. Have I ever gangbanged or shot a gun in my life? No. I'm classy with it. Like, pew, pew, pew. You know what I mean? Her fan base, I have no idea what her fan base is like. And I more listen to her because she's like friends of Glorilla.
Right.
And Glorilla likes to bring her on tracks. And I'm like, all right, cool, but I can't skip this because Glorilla is coming on.
Here's the sad thing. And you might not realize this, but there is more sexy reds out there than there are. Give me a clap. Alicia Keys.
Would you really call her classy? She's a homewrecker. Like a Michelle Obama, my girl. You don't like Michelle? I think Michelle is a classy lady. She's very intelligent. She don't fuck around. That's a woman to look up to.
If I say what's on the tip of my tongue, let me tell you something. I'm gonna be canceled.
I thought you were working to be canceled. Like, I think this is the one.
So you say what you.
That's what I said. So Alicia Keys is a homewrecker. More power to her. Ladies, don't let your boyfriend or his girlfriend stop you from finding the love of your life.
He or she.
Whoever.
Which Michelle Obama?
Bye. Don't do that to my girl. She is a star.
No, listen. I get it. Okay. But reality is right now there's more sexy reds out there than they are Michelle Obamas or Alicia Keys or whoever else you deem as very demure.
Let's not use that. Let's say wholesome.
Wholesome?
Yeah. Let's say wholesome. Like a wholesome woman, I guess.
It's not a lot. That sounded wild.
I know, right? I couldn't help it. I'm so sorry. Sorry, guys.
This is what I get for dragging you off the street in the rain.
But yeah.
Oh, and that's another thing. Yo, let me tell you how wild this girl is. So we pull up, and I'm like, "Hey, how's everything? You good?" And she was like, "Yeah." After I got stabbed with a needle. Stabbed with a needle? What the fuck happened? I'm already gripped up. Like, where we gotta go? Where did you just come from? Like, what happened? What are we doing? She's like, I got a new tattoo. Say that first.
No.
You don't say I got stabbed by a needle.
I did.
Not to a guy like me. No, you know.
I mean,
I have PTSD. I told you, I just
Jesus
came to
Christ.
terms with
like
that.
in like 2 seconds.
And so immediately I'm like, I'm about to drop the brown bottle you're drinking. And like,
secret bottle.
Let's go to work.
No.
All right. Yo, you want to get to the bullshit immediately?
I thought we already were, but I mean,
Are we?
wait, what are we really sticking to these topics?
Well, I
want to talk about Luigi at least. That's my man.
All you girls want to talk
I
about Luigi.
love him. That is a man.
God.
He is a man, not a gremlin. Just gonna point that out.
What is it with this Luigi guy?
What do you not understand? I could break it down. Like, I could break it down. I could break it down.
Yo, people gonna see this for themselves. The people who are watching gonna see how her eyes danced, right? when she said, "What did you understand?"
What don't you understand? The man planned, executed in more ways than one. And he's very confident.
Do you
And
think?
hold up, and he's very intelligent, well read, smart as fuck. I said intelligent and smart as fuck, but I need to emphasis as fuck. Bro.
Do you think that the guy that they have now is the actual shooter?
I don't know because I've seen that. Like I've seen the 3 different pictures or whatever. But he seems to be cool, calm, and collected. I also don't think it's just him pulling off this operation by himself.
Oh, you think there was a lot of
I think there's a lot of moving parts, but like connected but not connected.
right,
Like different people were in charge of different aspects of said plan.
right? Because I say it all the time. Everything is a conspiracy until it's found out. True.
Agreed. But then is the truth really the truth?
Right.
Can
So
we trust
what
the
do you,
government?
what do you say
No.
with this new thing now that they're saying his lawyer is the wife of Diddy's lawyer?
But I mean, she is.
I know, but what I'm saying is that the whole conspiracy is this was done so that he could end up in the same prison with Diddy
For what?
to get rid of Diddy.
He's gonna end it.
Well, he
My boy
ended-
Luigi.
he
I
ended
mean,
the
but that was
CEO.
for a purpose.
You don't think Diddy? It's a purpose.
I don't think that Luigi necessarily would. I don't say like it's not a like he's not a mercenary like out for the bad guys rah 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 like the CEO was a specific purpose. Obviously, he has his own. It's just so funny because he doesn't even have United Healthcare as his own insurance or whatever.
You know what's crazy? That y'all come up with all these ideas just because he looked good. Like, how do you know
No.
what his thought process was?
I'm not saying no. I have no idea what his thought process was, but like, I work in healthcare adjacent, and I have seen the backlash of
Right.
insurance claims being denied
Well, yeah,
and all
that's
of that.
true.
So
Right.
like, don't get pregnant in this country, you know.
Yeah, it's nasty
Oh.
work.
And listen to me. Thousands of dollars
Yeah.
for a crush demon, and for what? And for what? That's crazy. That's crazy. I cannot. Could never be me. But hey, more power more power to the people. But I personally don't see any sort of correlation. But
Right.
if they say that's kind of weird, but whatever. In my opinion, that's a little that's too much of a reach. And I have my tinfoil hat securely.
So what's your tinfoil hat tell you about this whole Diddy situation? Do you? Well, let me give you what was being said. So they're like, okay, more than what you're just hearing, it's more so about him and the liquor company having a battle because he did actually win that lawsuit
What lawsuit?
with the liquor company. You didn't know about it?
No.
Okay, so this is what it is. Remember he was back in Ciroc for a very long time.
Yes.
And then he went with a new liquor company. And he was trying to promote his own liquor.
Oh.
And, it was still kind of like Ciroc or whatever. But long story short, without getting into the long details, he's like, with the amount of work that I already put in, you've seen what I've done over time. And you've seen the numbers that come in just from mine. Because then they started doing he's the one that suggested the flavors for Ciroc.
Okay.
So when they started doing the flavors and these flavors are taking off and it's off of his back, and now he's trying to do his own contract or whatever, and they were trying to downplay what he put together. So when he was like, yo, y'all are trying to shit on me, or you're trying to shit on me, all right, fuck it, then I'm gonna sue. On top of that, right, he was starting kind of like a black movement where it was, blacks needs to hold their votes. and start making the politicians accountable
Okay.
and make them speak and talk to us directly in black and white.
Can we pause? Okay. Oh,
There you go. Now you're good.
I thought it the case was like the Cassie thing.
No.
Oh.
No. So you don't know the full story with it.
No, I thought it was like the Cassie thing because I was like, throw that man in jail, but not really. Like he needs to be tortured. Bring back the Coliseum.
I think that's what's happening across the board, though. A lot of people have misinformation, real information, and it's all like mixed up. The Cassie thing has been dealt with already.
Really?
That was a civil case.
Ah.
He already paid that out. Right? So what happened was when we heard about Cassie, right, that case was already going on for like 6-7 months prior to us hearing about it.
Oh.
Right? When we heard about it, it was the last straw because he was pushing it back, stringing it along with the court cases, fighting it. Then they went public with it, not the video,
Right.
just the words.
Right.
And fighting it. And then when it kind of went public, he was like, all right, you know what? All right, fuck it. Hey. So he paid her whatever the disclosed amount was, I think 20, 30 million, whatever she got, right? And really and truly I can't speak for him, but that just seems like, yo, I am...
Guilty.
No, I'm paying you to shut up.
Fair. I can see that.
Right? Instead of saying all the rest. At the same note, there are things that Cassie herself would be complacent to.
Agreed.
Right? So if it went too far, it would be...
See, and that's where...
She would be, you know what I mean?
That's where I differ from people because I tell people religiously...
Pull that a little bit closer to you again. There you go. And she takes the whole thing down. Hold on. I'm taking mine down. More editing.
For me, that's how I differ from, I guess, the average person because I tell people all the time, I would set a bridge on fire while I'm standing on it. I would sink this shit with me in it. I don't give a shit.
Right.
If we're going down, everybody's going down, myself included. I don't care.
Right.
But hey, I understand the need for self-preservation. My thing is always the greater good.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like, I think people forget how long she's been around.
Very true.
Right.
She has been around.
She's
She's
been
also
around.
been with him for very, very long.
Well, that's what I mean.
Oh.
So her entrance. Yeah. Like, all right, so she had the song with I forgot the producer's name. Dope dude. Dope guy. I forgot his fucking name.
Ryan Leslie.
Ryan Leslie.
Was it really him?
Ryan
I like
Leslie.
him.
Right. So and
Unless he's a shit person. Then
No.
fuck that
Ryan
guy.
Leslie,
Oh,
dope
okay.
dude. Dope
Okay.
dude. Good-hearted guy.
Okay.
I know him.
Woo.
Good guy. What ended up happening is he, Puffs ended up snatching her from Ryan Leslie.
Yeah.
But again, without getting into like super details, there's a lot of things that she did herself that make her complacent with some of his actions.
And I would say that's for anybody in
Right.
the industry.
So, yeah, like, how do I say this? There's a lot of things that people say that he did that are true. Like, he is 90% of what people are saying,
Fair.
right? But that 90% doesn't really have much to do with what the actual case is about. Because if you think about the case is a RICO charge, right?
Really?
I mean, not a RICO. It's a what's the other word? Not just RICO. It's not conspiracy. I talked about it on the pod before, but it's racketeering.
Okay.
So when there's a racketeering charge, you never see one person get locked up. When it's a racketeering charge, it's multiple people. They all get locked up at the same time.
Interesting. So why JC is
like,
going down?
It's like no. But even well, that's later on. But what I'm saying is, like with the mob, when you hear a racketeering charge, then you'll see, or when a racketeering charge with a gang, you see multiple people, like 6, 7, 13, 20 people getting locked up at the same time. You don't see a racketeering charge and it just be one person. And then you're waiting to get the other people and everything is all secret.
Yeah.
Like the stuff about this case is it doesn't really make sense. Like, is it judicially? Is that a word?
I guess it would be a weird.
You're my scholar, so I have a GED.
Jesus Christ, in my opinion, I think it's a word.
It's a word. Okay, so judicially, if I could say it, right? You
can say on a judicial
on the judicial
level. Period.
Level.
Come on.
Level. On the judicial level, right? This case doesn't make sense, right? Even with like them denying him bail and saying, oh, he can, coerce witnesses and all this other shit. It still don't make sense because he can still coerce.
Obviously,
like, Puff has enough hands that he don't need to talk to you directly. There's enough people around him that know what to do without him saying it.
Yeah, I agree.
Right?
What a weird
Let me hold on. Let me do this real quick. Right. So there's enough things about him that are absolutely true.
Yeah.
But when it comes to this case, there's a lot of things that just don't make sense, and I just can't. It's not me being biased. It's just, and I'm not biased because we're not friends.
Fuck that guy.
So it's not even like I couldn't care less whether he went down or not.
Yeah. But
my thing is like, it got certain things got to make sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now back to your boy Luigi.
Yeah.
Luigi takes out the CEO. Right.
Amen.
Broad daylight. Okay. Amen.
Amen.
Well,
somebody had to do it.
Let's both go down.
I trying to get canceled for ages. I want people to hate me more. Like they don't hate me.
You embrace the hate, don't you?
Yeah. That means I'm doing something.
Yo, but I say that.
Correct. If too much people
haters,
like me,
it's a problem.
Something's wrong. But
yeah.
I am not doing something right. Correct.
You're being complacent somewhere.
Correct.
Yeah.
If it's not.
Listen, I have I'm going to show it to you when we're done. I have a video from 2007 on Facebook where I said, yo, stop talking about haters. If you don't have haters, you don't know if you're doing good or not.
Correct. I agree. 10 toes down.
Hey, like, how do you know if you're doing good if you ain't got haters? And then some people be faking and talking about, yo, oh, my haters. You ain't got no haters. Nobody knows you. How the fuck you got a hater? Nobody know you. Oh, these people hating on me. What you talking about, your mama?
That's so funny. You know, somebody asked me that the other day.
What?
They were like, from my TikTok, they said, you must get a lot of hate. And I was like, I actually have no idea if I do or not. I imagine there's people, because like
but we know you have haters.
Right. So
right.
In the back of my mind, I'm aware.
Right.
But like in my sphere of existence, these people don't exist to me. So I'm not like aware in that capacity. Like I'm not actively like
looking for them.
Yeah.
Yo, sometimes I look for them because I need to know. Like I
love a good troll though.
You do have a troll? I
love a good I like to troll people. I'm gonna make a resume. I consider myself a professional troll now.
I don't think you could out troll me.
I also don't think so, but I am a pretty good troll.
All right.
Like because I love stupid people when they don't realize they're stupid.
Oh my
Like
God.
that
Isn't
makes my day.
Don't that feel good inside?
It really does. Like,
Yo, when
aw.
somebody's just like dumb, and you just like see the dumb on them, and you're
Yeah.
like, oh my God,
You're so
you're
easy.
you're so beautifully dumb.
So easy. Like,
Just so.
and that way, I like it's like hook, line, and sinker. Like I am
And
telling
then
you.
you throw them a little thing just so they can show you how dumb they are. You just throw
No, what's even better is like I like telling stories. Or like I like to tell people I am a full-time manipulator, gaslighter, liar. So I realize you're stupid. I'm going to create the most elaborate story that someone who actually knows me knows that this is fucking bullshit.
It's impossible.
But like you who can't tell like sarcasm from reality
Right.
because there's like a monkey like in there.
Have you done this to me?
No. I actually respect you. So I would not bullshit you. Not another compliment. Goddamn. She's on a roll. 2 for 2, guys.
2 in a row.
Yeah, but I love, and because I hate a stupid question. When people say there's no such thing as a stupid, lies.
Right.
Stupid people ask stupid questions. Because not only that, I'm going to talk about this, but I'm going to say it on here. Please use Google. Google is free.
It's free.
Please use the app.
Don't make, yo, listen to me. Oh, you know what? Let me tell you something. Now, I am old enough to actually be a dad.
I
Facts.
mean, you are a dad.
Right. But I'm just saying,
What do you
I'm
mean?
old enough to.
Fair. You know what? Fair. That is a fair point.
Right.
I will give you that.
So
Yeah.
I'm actually old enough to be your dad. The crazy part is, right, when I hear people younger than you say they don't know, it
Yeah.
grinds me.
I
Like,
agree.
all of this stands up. I don't know if anybody knows, but underneath this light skin, beautiful shit that I got going on, this handsome 1 Street gray beard shit that I got going on here. Listen,
brother.
underneath this shit is some fucking lizard shit going on, right? And when you piss me off and these fucking things start standing up on the back of my fucking neck, right? Do believe, if you ain't never seen the fucking show V, go check out V. And then you understand who the fuck I am and you understand not to fuck with me in a certain way. I digress. Right?
Oh my God.
Calm down. Relax.
Right back.
But reel it back. Easy. But when y'all say anybody under fucking 35 and you say to me, yo, I don't know. As soon as you say those words, that shit stands up right the fuck here. Right? And everything in this left arm, if you didn't know, I'm left-handed. And if you can't tell on camera, everything in this left arm wants to strangle you in a different way. How you don't know? I Googled the most miscellaneous shit.
All the time, right? Literally. And I have 1,000,001 questions running through my mind at any given moment.
And I just Google them.
Literally. Like, I would be having a conversation with somebody and I'd be like, that's a fun question. Let me ask Google. And I would ask Google. And Google
Listen.
tells me the answer.
I don't want to even just give Google the praise.
Just any search engine.
Search engine. Just anyone. Firefox.
Not Firefox.
Tor. DuckDuckGo. Huh? Need I go on?
We'd even throw Microsoft Edge in there. The worst fucking-
And Microsoft Edge got Copilot. So they got an internal AI that you could just ask randomly. Hey, what is 2 times 2 minus whatever plus mouse?
Literally. I think the age of oh my gosh. I'm gonna talk about this on my Instagram, but I'm gonna ask you. Do you think we're in, it's a 2-part. Do you think we're in the age of stupidity? 1. And also, I think that we are now in an age where we are not trusting experts because the regular guy thinks that he knows more than the people who have studied in their fields for numerous years. They have thrown money to specialize and be an expert in their field. But the regular guy comes on the World Wide Web and they say, actually, That's not true. True or false?
All right. First part. So are we living in the age of stupidity?
Yes, because I think these two are connected.
They are connected. Are we? Yes, we are living in the age.
Okay. I feel so validated right now.
And here why. And it's the people who are my age and better who've had kids in this country.
Same.
Right? The problem is that we raised them soft. Right? Hear me out. My kids will never, ever experience 4% of what I've went through in life because I'm always, in my mind, constantly trying to protect them from that.
And as a parent, you should.
Right? Now, here's the thing. There's two sides.
Right.
Their mother.
Right.
Right? Now, here's the thing. Look, now, I'm not talking about specifically mine, but I'm just saying.
Okay.
So, all right. Let's talk about me. So, my New York experience is different from my wife's New York experience.
Okay.
Right? We are literally two different sides of the town.
Yes, I know that much.
Right? I was in Flatbush. She's a Bed-Stuy girl. We live two sides. So I'm on all Caribbean. She's on the American side. Like, you know what I mean?
Yes. Oh my God.
But she's a Caribbean girl.
Yes.
But living on the American side, because in Brooklyn, that's what we called it.
That is so interesting. I never thought of it like that.
Anybody that is in Brooklyn or New York, like Brooklyn, New York, and understands this, Eastern Parkway kind of cuts us off. And
okay, we're getting into geographic.
No, but it's going to be real quick.
Yeah, I mean,
so
go for
Flatbush,
it. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Flatbush, Crown Heights, all these things, that area, so, and then on this side where it's called Bed-Stuy and Brownsville and all this stuff, it's cut off by a road named Eastern Parkway. And we as the Caribbean side considered that other side the American side because more Americans lived over there. Yeah. Even though they were like Caribbean Americans on the Flatbush side, but the culture-wise, it just felt like that side was American.
I can see that.
Brownstone houses, beautiful, 4-story, whatever. Aww. We on the Flatbush side, we on stoops, right? So all that to say is, now my kids now, right, or our kids, because of my experiences, I can't allow them. Like I see things different, and I'm like, I can't allow them to go through that. My kids ain't gonna be able to handle that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. No, that's a lie. My oldest son has more experience than my younger two.
Fair.
So my oldest son at 13, he was going to the laundromat by himself and doing the house laundry because of the situation too. I had to kind of like rush manhood on him,
unfortunately,
because I had custody of him. Yeah, these two were with my wife and I.
That is so funny you bring that up because I have the same sort of like I look at my older niece and myself in comparison to my younger niece and my younger nephew, and it's like two different worlds because of that same thing. Like my older niece and myself, we grew up what I would say before our time. And then for me looking at these kids, like I am fully for kids being kids, but then I'm like, I have no idea if this is what a kid acts like at this specific age that they're at.
Right.
Because I do not have that.
Right.
So I'm like, is this normal or are they behind in terms of common sense?
Right.
You know?
Right.
But I see your point, definitely.
Yeah, like my kids have.
It's almost like of course they're
very smart.
Yeah.
You can put them in a room with adults and they're kind of like figure out a way to blend in. But when it comes to outside in the street, my daughter though, I think my daughter streetwise is a little bit more sharper than my younger son.
I agree. However, she's
still very.
You know what
I mean?
I always laugh because Joy's like, Cathy, I don't know, she doesn't know streets.
and here's the thing, I think that she does.
Really?
I'm a dad.
Right.
her conversations with her mom are
Would
different
agree.
than her. And just the way I am, she releases more to me than she will to
Must
her,
be nice
to
having
her
a
mom.
dad.
Right. But at the same note, she would never experience
Yeah.
like any like 4% of what I've been through.
Would you want her to experience it though?
That's the crazy thing. That's the part that's fucked up.
You would want her to experience it?
That's the part that's fucked
Really?
up. Because there's a part in me, right, that's like, yo, you need to get punched in your face.
You know, oh my gosh. I fully agree.
Yeah.
Because as someone
win or lose.
yes.
Yeah.
But as someone who has had enough character development for a lifestyle, literally, I don't need any more. I'm so good.
Right.
However, I've known the value of what life
Right.
does. Like, and these kids have it so nice and easy. And I love that for them, that they have it so nice and easy. But
Right.
like also it breeds a sort of naivety. Like they are like la di da da, but then I'm like, girl, life is gonna come at you super, super fast and you're not gonna be ready.
And then here's the crazy thing. My daughter has a bug in her, right? That is me.
Oh.
And when she talks to me and looks at me a certain way, I get nervous
Why?
because I know the look and I know what
Like,
it
what do you
sounds.
mean?
All right, my daughter would say, "Yo, I bought my daughter boxing gloves."
Why? I had gloves. She could have taken mine.
This is from her last birthday.
Oh.
I bought her boxing gloves. I bought both of them boxing gloves, and so this is what she wanted. And then I realized when she saw the gloves how excited she was to fight.
Also, I don't know if you know this, but have you met your wife?
Yeah,
Right. Okay.
right.
That also plays a very
But it's not the same.
fair. I mean,
All right, listen. and this is not a. I love my wife,
yeah.
but there's going to be no comparison in the amount of fights I've had and been through.
Fair.
Right.
Yeah. I
All
agree.
right. Let me get close to this screen just so people understand what I'm talking about. Everybody always says, "Hey, you have a nice smile," right? They say that. You see, where is it? Right here. Right. All right.
This is
So
too
you
much.
have canines, right? I'm mad close to the screen. So you see these two canines.
Right.
You see
They
here?
don't really look like canines anymore.
Right. You see this?
Mm-hmm.
This is a canine down here.
Right.
Do you see that there's no canine over here?
Yeah.
But the teeth are closed up, right? So my kids asked me the other day, well, this was over the summer, "Hey, where's that? Why does that tooth look like that?" And then
That's crazy.
and I was like, "Oh, that got knocked out when I got jumped by 30
Yeah.
dudes."
Yeah.
And I came out with a busted lip, and this one was a little shaky, so they end up closing up. And my son was like, "Well, why would you fight 30 guys?" My daughter
I
said,
love him.
my daughter
What a
said,
guy.
"Well, how many of them did you hurt?"
Period.
See, that's the part.
You are talking to like the wrong person. I am
No.
all
Yeah, I
for
know.
the girlies.
I know. But my point is that she's 15.
So
Right.
I actually don't think Anaya is angsty enough. When I was 15,
I'm going to have to blank that out.
sorry. I'm going to say it over again so you could have something. I don't think your daughter is angsty enough. When I was 15, literally, and I say this all the time, my aunt, like now she looks at me and she's like the things I say because she's like, oh my gosh, Cathy is going to be alone forever. And she's like, sometimes I think I ruined you because I grew up with people, all my life I've been around people twice my age.
Right.
Literally twice my age.
Right.
So I was always on a different level of thinking from a very young age. So, and that bitch don't play. So guess who from a very young age was not fucking around?
Right.
Me. And now she's like, sometimes, I think I ruined you. Like these views that you have. And I'm like,
See,
so
this is why you're like my daughter.
yeah, like in my opinion, she's not like when I was her age, I was so much worse. Like now I've done some healing and some growth and I have some compassion. Back then, my first fight was with a boy.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
I have a younger sister.
Yeah, who you said I would who I would mesh well with.
Very well. Very well. Right. But here's the thing. We have conversations all the time. And then when me and my sister get on the phone, I am 13 years older than my sister.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So when she came up with, she didn't come up with like, oh, this Reds. She came up with Reds. You know what I mean? And I taught her and showed her everything. So she's seen the chicks come through and I'm like, look how dumb this bitch is. Mm-hmm. Look what and she was 4.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
But that's the crazy because then she was like a sponge. She was like,
yeah, but look what happens now. Now I'm like, the same thing your aunt says is what I say to my sister. Like, yo, I think I fucked you up.
Yeah.
I fucked you up.
She genuinely thinks that. I'm like, I think I'm great.
No, but my sister says it. She's like, yo, I don't know if you fucked me up or like I'm just like really good.
Yeah, like that's how I feel. Like I have this thing, and men think I'm joking. You can't manipulate a manipulator. You can't bullshit a bullshitter.
Right.
I am she. She is me. Like,
right.
You think you're manipulating me? Meanwhile, I done seen the game. Where I'm just like, this is cute. Like literally, I'm like, all right, cool.
Next try. Okay, we got.
How adorable.
Yeah, but let's let it rock for a little bit.
I don't think I would change my experiences for anything, to be honest, because like. In my mind, I'm playing a completely different game than regular folks.
Yeah, my sister's like that now. She says it to me like we just have. I don't want to put her business out there, but like she be having a hard time sometimes with cats.
Dating,
with dating because like she reads the bullshit so quick and she's like, my brother done told me about this.
Yeah.
Oh, I done seen my brother do this. Like, like. And it's not a toot to my horn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like, yo, I didn't have, the little, you were the...
Yeah, you were the little brother.
Yeah, you were the little brother, but it was like, yo, you were a girl, so I got to show you all the bullshit.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? And I'm going to bring all my bullshit niggas around you.
Agreed.
So you can see, like, look at this idiot, right?
And for me, that was my dad. I saw his game or lack thereof.
Right.
And I was like, yeah. So that's why when shit dudes are like trying, I'm like, bro, I am my father's daughter.
Right.
What are you talking about? Like, I would ruin your life and I would have a grand time doing it. Like, please. Like, you know what's crazy? Are you talking about your sister and dating? Because I've had this conversation with you before. I had this conversation with my friends before.
Right.
It is very difficult dating, especially in this society or this situation that we're in. But like, I completely lost my train of thought.
You were talking about you had the same conversation with your dad.
No, I was bringing it back around.
All right.
I can't remember where I was bringing it back around though.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's fine. Whatever. Move on to the next.
You'll catch it back.
Eventually.
No, because what the hell were we saying?
I have no idea.
Church music. Let's keep it funky, man. It's this church music. Like, we're trying to stay in pocket, but this shit that's playing, like, yo, whatever they got going, it's 3 people.
Bruh.
Preaching over there, and you would think it's a whole fucking... I'm going to sound like a horrible person. No, all right, so wait. Let's retract. We're saying, you was like, yo, you seen the manipulation, and you was like, yo, that's like your dad. Mm-hmm. And you've seen it before, and you're like, oh, you've seen, and new guys come around, and you're like, yo, I've seen this with my dad, and then you said...
I can't bring it back. I have no idea where my thought went.
Oh, my God. It's that brown bottle, bro.
Probably. I'm fighting for my life right now. No, but like, it's crazy. Oh, this is what I do. I tell people up front, and they think I'm joking. I am insane. I'm a manipulator. I'm a gaslighter. I like to play psychological warfare. Like, I would say these are my red flags that I am aware of. So I tell people, hopefully to deter them. Right. However, they're like, you're so funny. And I'm like, okay, well, now this is fair game. Like, choices, consequences, you know what I mean?
Oh, you don't know the thing.
What thing?
The toxic thing.
Probably not.
With men.
Probably not. I don't really take people on, to be honest.
When you're saying the thing, are you saying this to men?
Yes.
All right. I don't care. Y'all don't have to like it. But I'm going to fucking tell her the truth. And because she's not my blood daughter, right? I can tell her. So before y'all sick fucks, the 20 of y'all that are subscribed, whatever, right? I can tell you what it is. And y'all know I'm telling the truth. So there's a thing. What? Oh, just push it in.
Oh, okay.
Pause.
Oh, maybe it needs to.
So.
Oh no.
It did it again.
Okay, I have it now. I think.
Just lay it on the couch.
I'm trying.
Yeah, just lay it there.
Hello. Okay.
You good?
Yes.
All right. So, little headphone faux pas. All right. So, when you tell a guy, I'm a manipulator. Mm-hmm. I like to play head games.
Yeah.
Right. Let me
hold on. First of all, these are not people I'm interested in any capacity.
All right, so
this is just me trying to be like, please stop speaking to me. These are my red flags. But you should want better for yourself.
No.
However, men love shit treatment. And I would stand 10 toes down on that.
It's not that they just love shit treatment. Men and guys. Remember I told you there's three.
Men and gremlins, yes.
You keep calling them gremlins. Boys, boys, guys, and men. Mm-hmm. Right?
Gremlins.
Okay. Right. When you say the one thing that they all have in common, if you say, hey, I'm a master manipulator. I like to play head games, right? The guy is automatically going to be like, oh, so let's play.
Really?
Right.
And I would raise you, I don't think people are... I don't think the gremlins are smart enough.
That's the poker game.
I don't think they're smart enough. Right. I don't think they're intelligent at all.
Some are not.
All of them that speak to me are not.
Yeah.
With the exception of my one friend.
They won't get it. Like how they, do it with like my sister, for instance. My sister be like...
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? But... I'm going to tell her.
I'm so excited.
And I'm trying to find the most... I'm talking shit because I'm trying to like string it along to be the most... Listen, there's a thing that guys like.
I probably heard it before, but go for it.
Yeah, I'm sure you heard it before, but I just don't want to sound like the asshole because if we was off camera, I would have no problem saying it.
I mean, this entire pod is going to get correct. This is... Listen, you need to name this Cancel Us.
Guys like toxic pussy.
But that's the same thing I said. Men like shit treatment. Yeah, sorry, gremlins like shit treatment.
But you don't understand how men think.
Probably. I thank fucking God because y'all don't think at all.
Yo, we're so primal stupid.
I'm aware. It's crazy.
Yo, it's like... It's like, yo, she mad toxic, so that shit gotta be good.
That's crazy.
That's how the brain, the man's brain works.
You see, and let me tell you, from my perspective, I'm in a lose-lose situation. Like, I can't be nice. Right. And I can't be a dick either. Because either way, they're like, hot eyes.
Right.
Like, fuck off.
Right.
And I just wish men would love themselves. Because, Andre... 10 out of 10. I am berating these men. Okay.
Nobody knows my name. But it's
I
okay.
am berating these men like left, right. I would never fuck you. Please stay away from me. And they're like,
What? His
this
roses.
is great. Yeah.
His roses.
And I'm like, wow, how low do you think of yourself? Like, have some self-respect.
No, it's not that. It's not even.
It's crazy.
No,
out there.
I'm telling you, men really look at it like, yo, there's no way she can outthink me, right? No, I'm being honest. Men really think.
And I know, I
no,
believe
no,
that they think that.
Let me rephrase that. Boys and guys.
Gremlins.
I'm not gonna do that gremlin thing. That's you. Boys and guys.
I am actively
really
trying to get
think
canceled.
That you can't outbrain them, right?
And that's so cute of them.
A man would look and see like and assure you, hey,
and you know what's
that
crazy?
game is not needed with me.
Right. That's the thing. Like, if I was to actually meet a man, I would not have,
Right.
like, the need to play would not arise. Like, I would be pretty chill.
See, and this is why you're my adopted daughter, because you say what I be saying, and then when I tell dudes this, and they be like, yo, and I be telling women this, and then they argue with me. I'm like, oh my God, y'all are not listening to. You remember that time when we was in the house and we was having an argument about, not an argument, but a discussion and a debate about women talking about their feeling safe, and my wife was involved.
Yes.
Right? So my wife took it, she was taking it the wrong way, but she wasn't listening. And that was
Don't talk about my friend like that.
No, but listen, that was one of the rare times that she listened to reply and not listen to hear.
Okay.
Right? She couldn't have that. What I was trying to say to her is like, yo, she can't have that conversation with y'all and be in the same, like act like y'all are on the same plateau.
Yeah.
Right? When we are 24 years in.
Yeah.
It don't make sense.
I agree.
Right? Because.
Must be nice.
Right? Because just the simple thing is, if I don't come home for 4 days, let's just say I had to go somewhere, and I don't come home for 4 days, what ends up happening? The kids start driving you crazy. Yeah. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, what's going on? You hear a knock at the door. I heard something in the hallway. You want to call me? Blah, 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 right? And the mere fact that I'm just home makes you feel safe.
Agreed.
Right? So you can't be in the same thing. I just did what you did.
You lost your train of thought.
I lost why I got here.
You know what? It is what it is, man.
I'm in this black bottle. You're in that brown bottle.
I stopped drinking.
We should swap.
I just drank
No, that was what I was saying. So all that to say is like with these dudes and their train of thought with women, if you was around like a man, you wouldn't feel like you even have to make such a statement.
Agreed.
Right? It's only when you're around guys and boys.
Literally.
Gremlins and boys.
Gremlins. Right? Period.
Right. That you would feel like you would have to have that. And then they would do the stupid shit. And those guys are the ones that get to make everybody else have the bad rap.
Agreed.
At the same note, though, y'all ain't no better.
I 100% agree.
Because you know what? Women still go by type.
Ooh.
Right?
Please elaborate, because I don't have a type.
Women would say, the majority of women would still say, you ask them, hey, what's your type of guy? Oh, I want him tall, blah, 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 this, that, and that, whatever. And then wait 30 seconds and then ask her, how's your relationship life going?
Yeah.
Right? And then she'll be like, oh, well, I ain't fucking with these niggas. They ain't no matter. And she'll go down 35 minutes of all these shit relationships she's been through. So and then turn around and be like, yo, you don't think that maybe it's a problem with your type? Because here's what men do. Men rarely end up with their type.
Ooh.
Right? Men end up with, and I don't want to say end up because that sounds right. But
they settle.
Men, and settle sounds even fucked up.
I mean, that's what they be doing.
No. Men stick to what works. Right, I'm specific on saying men.
Okay.
Not talking about boys or
right.
guys.
Or the gremlins.
Men.
Right.
Men stick to what works. Listen, I think what's her name? Nia Long is fine as hell. She probably smells like fresh flowers or some shit. And she, you know what I mean?
Right.
And she's Caribbean or whatever.
Is she really?
She is. I think she's Trinidadian.
Oh, makes sense.
Right. But if you put Nia Long and my wife in the room, and I had a 6-month period with Nia Long, the 6th-month period with my wife, I'm going to end up with my wife.
Right.
Because Nia Long is my type, but she might not be what works.
But that's a physical attraction versus a doing life thing.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the difference between the men and the women. Women, see, you're the oddball.
Okay.
You're the oddball. You're like my sister, and
yeah.
Right.
I'm not really good
because
at
you're
these
like,
things.
You're like you'll look at it from afar like, nah, this ain't working on me.
Yeah.
Right. Because, you'll know the difference, right? Because if I take your last, and I'm not giving you a number, but let's just say I take your last 3 exes, they probably don't look alike.
No. They all look different.
They all look different.
That is so funny. I never thought of that.
Right.
They all look different.
But I don't have to see them to know that.
Yeah. That's pretty cool,
but
actually.
if you went to one of your regular friends and said, hey, show me some pictures of your last 4 exes, you'd be like, oh, this is a similar. Oh, I see your type.
That's
we
crazy.
see in what's her name that just happened the other day. This big face dummy that just with Papoose, Remy Ma.
Oh, I'm not up to date with the pop culture. I'm sorry.
Oh my God! Yeah, I'm gonna fight you.
I
You knew
mean,
this pod was coming.
We didn't have this on the topic. We haven't had any.
Let me on the topic.
But I'm not really good at pop culture.
Remy Ma and Papoose. You know who Papoose is?
Yes.
Lies.
I do. I've seen
so
the.
Papoose, rapper.
I might be thinking
Remy
of someone
Ma,
else,
rapper,
though, but yeah.
right. So Remy Ma had to go do a little jail bid. I think it was like 7 years, whatever it was. She was with Papoose before she went in. While she was in there, he held her down, didn't do anything outside, stuck to her. He went up every day. She has made done interviews and said like, yo, there was times that she had to be like, yo, you don't have to come every day. Right? Like, because he just wanted to make sure his girl was secure. Fine.
I love.
She come out, you know what I mean? She starts like a little rap battle thing because she comes from that also. And then she cheats on Papoose with a Papoose 2.0.
Dang.
Right? This dude looked like Papoose on coke. Right? Like a Papoose reject.
Oh. That's kind of crazy though.
Right? So now Papoose goes and finds somebody else. And who would he find? The female boxing champ chick. I forgot her name. Black girl.
Okay, I don't know. You lost me.
Yeah. So now she's throwing shade to Papoose because he found this new girl and it's like, yo, but you done.
Yeah.
But all that to say is the dude that she cheated on Papoose with looks like the Papoose, the cheap version of Papoose. Yeah. So you went with type and not with person.
I don't think I've ever really, because I feel like I'm more of a.
But you're an anomaly.
Agreed.
You're far in between.
Like, looks don't really
your last
bother me.
You could choose 6 of your, not single friends, but you could choose 6 of your friends.
Yeah.
Ask them what their exes look like. And he'll be like, oh, I see your type.
Yeah.
Right? That's how women choose. Men be like, yo, I like this type of chick.
Actually, I don't know if I want to do that. My last relationship, he had a type.
Uh-huh.
And I think he has also stuck with his type. I don't know. I just thought that was funny.
But he's not a man, though.
I didn't say it.
I could say it.
Of course you can. You can say whatever you want.
Yeah, he can't fight me. I've been toe to toe with him. I seen him. He's like, yeah, he got 3 inches, but dog, he easy takedown. I ain't worried about that. Like he can come back to the country and be like, yo, I ain't like what you, yo, partner, I ain't really like what you're saying there, boy. You know what I mean? And brother, if you want to do that, I got a whole backyard. We gonna handle that real quick.
I just wanted to point out that
But
fun thing that I
all
realized.
that to say, did that sound fucked up?
It probably did. Do I care? No. These people
I
don't
don't,
care
I don't
about me.
know him.
I do. I
I don't know. Is he from San Juan?
No.
I don't give a fuck. he ain't no shooter. He ain't no shooter.
It is what it is.
All right. But no, on a serious note. But that is the thing I've said all the time. Like, and people, women usually take it as a shot when I say it. A woman will be allergic to strawberries, and be like, go out on a night and be like, it's not gonna bother me tonight.
That's crazy because I did that one time.
And then eat a strawberry.
Yeah.
And then break the fuck out.
I was momentarily allergic to seafood, and I was really drunk, and I went out and I was like, oh my God, shrimp. Like, I'm eating this shrimp and my friends are like, oh my God, didn't you have allergy? I'm like,
Fuck it. It's a night. It's a night. Right? But guys now would be like, yo, what works?
oh,
I'm allergic to that. I ain't fucking with that. But what would fill me? Right?
interesting.
If you look at my last 3 exes before my wife, you'd be like, all right, this don't make sense.
Yeah.
And when I tell people, I don't have a type. I don't have a physical type. I like this is not a king. What do you call it?
Fetish.
Not a fetish.
A kink.
No, I don't want to get into that.
I mean, there's only fetish and kinks.
No, my this is what pulls my heartstring.
Aw.
If you can make me laugh 70% of the time of our presence in each other's presence,
Yeah.
Because we need to argue. We need to have not argue, but we need to have disagreements.
Okay, fair.
Right? Because then it's fake.
Agreed.
Right? So if 70% of the time, if we can smile, I don't have to be, but if we can smile 70% of the time, you got me.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Fair.
Right? But again, I consider myself to be a man. I ain't saying no alpha man, no nothing.
Yeah, don't even start
I'm not
that.
even into
I
that
would
alpha man.
throw
and
some
alpha
shit
woman
at you
shit.
right now if you say you're an alpha male.
No, I don't give a fuck about that shit.
That's the most stupid shit I've ever heard in my life.
Listen, any nigga that calls himself an alpha male, you're lonely.
Literally. You're a loser.
I don't want to say loser, but you're lonely.
No, this is for you. You are a loser. I need you to hold that.
I'm a man. I am comfortable with being a man. You want to be an alpha male? Go ahead, go do the alpha male shit or whatever.
Don't do that.
But you're going to be lonely.
But that is a thing. There is currently a male loneliness epidemic.
There is.
Right now.
But they're doing it to themselves because
Agreed.
of the internet.
Agreed.
You realize that we're the only culture that talks about relationships?
As in Caribbean culture or like black culture?
Black culture.
Okay.
That's another thing that people don't understand. That there is so many fucking subcategories in black.
Yeah.
But we don't have to let the others know that.
I agree.
Because they do it secretly.
100%.
All the time.
You're so right.
They don't talk about it. I've looked for the white podcast fucking relationship conversation. You can't find it. You find excerpts of it, and you know what they're talking about? Sexual shit.
Not only that, it's the most I've seen is like they argue. I say that loosely. Argue a lot about 50-50. Yeah. What do you bring to the table? And I'm like, what are we talking about?
It's dumb.
What are we talking about right now?
Right, but we've divulged so much that it's like, yo, to us it sounds stupid, but to them it's like the tax shit. Like,
yeah,
you know, we would have tax information and be like, yo, you want the tax info? Yo, give me $100. I give you all the info. Whereas they sitting around the table and like, oh, hey, I found out something new about tax. They just divulge it. But indoors, outside of a screen, you know what I mean? We're idiots. Like Jews. Everybody would think that Jews don't, you know, like all Jews know each other. No, they don't. I grew up in Brooklyn. Let me tell you something. On my block that I grew up in, I lived so many places in Brooklyn. But my formative years was in one area called Kensington Village, which was like right on the cusp of Flatbush. Nobody knew I lived there. But on my block was a building that my whole building was black. There was like little specks of, there was a family, a Greek family in there, a mixed couple in there, a gay couple that lived in there, gay female couple that lived in there, whatever. But the rest of the block was Jewish. Hasidic Jewish that wore the hat, the sideburns, the wives with the, right?
Interesting.
One of my good friends, Abraham.
Okay.
Abraham.
Period.
We used to
Wherever you stand
to go back and forth with baseball cards, right? Family was mad cool.
Yeah.
Right, and then I get to realize the father would talk shit about the people 4 doors down. That was his people. Yeah. But when it came time, like somebody came on the block, like kids would randomly come on the block and and do all this other stupid shit. Or you think that whole block would empty out to kick them kids' ass?
Agreed. And I think that is also, like, I was literally just having this conversation with the tattoo artist.
Yeah.
Only because I wish we as a people would sort of wake up.
Right.
We talk about everything and anything, but we don't actually do anything. And that is where the problem lies. Like, I sort of think people think that talking equals them doing something, but no. We're still here doing nothing. But the same situation. Right. Like, I don't know.
And we have all the this. All right. If you're talking about shopping, right? Something simple. There are sites that you can go to and buy all black. Right? We don't use them.
I agree.
Right? Just that simple. Right? Just to make the dollar circulate a little bit. But here's the problem. That site now, are you buying black?
Yeah. Because
you want us to buy black. And the site is saying buy black. But where you're getting your stuff from, are you buying black?
Yeah.
Or when you get the bread from us, are you giving back black?
It's a community thing, and I don't think that it's almost, and I've had this thought so many times, especially here, society, capitalism breeds individualism in the worst way possible.
Right.
It's always about self, and as humans, we are hardwired for community.
Right.
Like, we could go back however long.
Far.
That's where we are at our best, in my opinion. But today's world, capitalist society, seclude each individual person.
Right.
And then what can you really achieve as a one individual person in comparison to coming together?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's essentially the problem.
I agree.
But hey, I'm just a girl in this world looking to get the fuck out.
The problem is that pods like this are needed. And this is why I always wanted to do the pod. I'm not looking for the big deal.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about the big deal. I can handle that. You know what I mean? Like, everything is out of pocket.
Yeah.
Just to have these conversations to make, like, the regular person understand. Like, all right, for instance, I have a cousin. Well, the cousin of the cousin. The Jamaican one.
Yes.
right? His cousin, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, you didn't mean him on the bus, the one that was dancing on the bus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool
that
cat.
guy.
But what happened was there was a situation where he had got pulled over.
Right.
And when you get pulled over, black is black. Doesn't
Basically.
matter if you're
Caribbean.
Caribbean or not. But here what was the funny thing. Pulled him over, and then when he started to talk, he was like, all right, where's that accent from?
They love a good accent.
And they was like, he told him where he's from, Jamaica. He's like, oh, me and my wife went there. And I was like,
Yeah, man.
right? And then all of a sudden, the stop disappeared. Right?
Yep.
Now, I worked at a job in a nursing home. And everybody was, well, first of all, I was one of 3 men that worked in basically an all-female nursing home. So it was like, fresh meat, right? Then,
First of all, pause.
uh,
I only recently realized that in nursing homes, people are really freaky. Listen to me. That is probably the most
let me
entertaining thing that I have heard.
let me get through this story, and then we could talk all about it because I could tell you everything. Listen, so I was there, and it was fun. It was the whole fresh meat thing, but when somebody asked me, because of the way I would say like hello or good morning, I would say, hey, how you feeling? Natural to me,
Right.
and they would say, that's such an odd thing to say. I was like,
Really?
because they're not used to it.
Oh.
Like the non-melanated people,
That's crazy.
they're used to saying hi, whatever. So I was like, hey, how you feeling?
Damn.
How you feeling? Where are you from? Like, what's your national? I said Barbados. And it was like, oh, you're from the islands.
They love it.
Let me
It's
tell
so
you
funny.
something. It was like, you know when you're in a room, when they have those game shows and you're in a room and they're blowing the money and you're trying to like put it
Yeah.
all in your shirt and you're trying to catch all. That's what it was like. But fuck all that.
Yeah.
Nursing homes. You want to start with the residents or
I don't want to talk about it at all, actually, but this was just literally, I think it was the most fascinating piece of information that I've learned
well,
this
about
year.
the residents or the workers?
Older folk. Oh, wow, the workers. Hold the pause for cause. I did not know that people of this age category in these living situations have the highest sex rate, STD rates.
STD rates.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
I
was
am
like, I
so
did not
fearful.
know.
My grandmother is in a home right now. And I see them little nursing home dudes. Let me tell you something. Every time I go to a nursing home, I peek them out and they be passing by.
No.
I'll fight an 80-year-old man about my grandmother.
I agree. I actually wish I could.
But listen, it.
I didn't like. I thought old folks sit around and like knit and do
No.
like Sudoku and stuff.
Let me tell you something.
I didn't know they had that sort of
I'm
energy.
well over it. In age over you, right? So you go through stages, right? So I can tell you this. I had a birthday 2 birthdays ago.
You don't even know how old you are, but okay. Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
2 birthdays ago. And I told mine this. I woke up, my first thought was like, yo, I promise you, I'm not exaggerating, nothing. I woke up, I did this, I woke up. Yo, I don't give a fuck.
Dang, that's me every day.
No.
But I feel you.
No, but
Yeah.
it
It's
feels
different.
It feels different because you know you can always say it.
Yeah.
But there's a difference with your age saying I don't give a fuck and then naturally feeling like, because remember you're starting now to count backwards.
What?
When you're my age, you're counting backwards.
What do you mean?
I have more behind than I have up front.
How do you know that?
All right. I've never said my age. Right. So I have a birthday next week. 48.
Are you really 48?
I'm gonna be 48.
Are you sure?
Yeah, positive. I'm gonna
Like
be.
in June, you didn't know your birthday.
I
You
know,
didn't know how old you
but
were.
I feel it. I'm gonna be 48, right?
You're right.
So I literally have. I don't have another 48.
You don't know that.
Well, this is true.
Exactly.
But what I'm saying is, there is something that comes over you. There's a feeling. I can't explain. How you're looking and saying right now is how I used to feel back in the day. Like, I don't give a fuck about none of this thing, man. But there's still something in the back of your mind that makes you think about maybe a little bit.
Responsibilities and shit, I guess.
Right. But this is what happens. There's a part now that you get to, like, I don't give a fuck. Like, so
I think that's like if I do so happen, God forbid, to live so long,
why you say God forbid? I don't like that.
whatever. That's the one thing I look forward to.
Listen,
Like I'm gonna be that naked neighbor for sure.
I don't mind right now to take my wife to the fucking pay toll shit right outside. Let's just park up and fuck under the pay toll lights.
Yeah. Wow.
Right? And just let the shit flash, get a ticket, get locked up. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't care now.
Yeah.
Before it would have been like, babe, we can't afford this shit. Nah, I ain't trying to fuck with print. You know what I mean? Bitch, let's go. Why the fuck not? Right? And eventually, so you got to think about the people who are 80.
Yeah.
Right? And when I was...
You know what it is? They probably like, oh my gosh, I'm going to die soon. Any sort of charge or whatever would just go away.
So now we get into story time. I'm so glad that you brought it here. I was waiting. I didn't know how we were going to get to story time, but we are here.
Oh my God.
Right? So back in the day, in my younger years,
right,
you've heard, it's not a fetish, but it was just a thing that older women just had a liking to me. Mm-hmm. Right? And like you, I always had friends. I've never had friends my age. All my friends were always older.
Yeah.
So because I was in that circle, the women thought I was older. Right? And I would go to these spots. And I was a DJ at the time. Go to these clubs and shit. It'd be like 65. Right? Nice looking. Like,
oh, God.
I spoke about it on the pod one time. Oh, let me say this before I start the story. Shout out to all the neuter cougars. Right? All the neutered cougars out there, man. I appreciate y'all. Whether you did it on purpose or you had to do it for medical procedures or whatever, but you're out there now slinging it to the young boys because it's just a free shot, shout out to y'all.
What the fuck is going on?
You don't know what a neutered cougar is?
I don't know if I want to know.
Listen. Oh, shit. Fucking up the camera. The neutered cougars. The ones who done been through the pause. So they ain't got no worries.
That's literally not what I was thinking of.
Or the ones that done went through a procedure and had to get a couple of things removed. So now it's just that fun-filled cavity that you could just feel at will. Right? Shout out to y'all. I respect y'all. Right? I respect what y'all do in these streets. For at one point in time, I was one of those young guys that was out there just like, yo, what is it like? Huh? What does it feel like, man? Just to not be closed in by this elastic band and material. Just let it fly. And I had the pleasure of meeting older, the Haitians would call it a gray moon. Today I call it seasoned beef.
Okay, please shut the fuck up.
Yeah, right? And that woman whispered in my ear. I said, where do you want it? Where do you want me to put it? And she whispered in my ear, pour into me. My life has never been the same. Never been the same since.
Oh my God.
So shout out to the new to Krugers. I respect y'all, both old and new. All right, got that out. We
Are
can
you telling the
hashtag that.
story now? Like, you need to, you see, these are the shit you need to clip and put it on Instagram, TikTok, because this is the shit that people like. This is, what the hell is he talking about?
New to Krugers, man.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, man. That might be the name of this pod, New to Krugers. New to
Jesus
Krugers.
Christ, Lord.
But, man, I had a time. I ain't even gonna lie. But I love women, though.
We are aware.
I don't like the way you said that. Because it makes me sound like I was some kind of like manhole. I
You
can't.
literally would.
No, I can't be a manhole because I wasn't in relationships. There's a difference. I wasn't in relationships. I was in
Please
ships.
define. Oh, God.
What?
Define a whore, please. Or a manhole, if you will.
A man whore. Mm-hmm. He's in multiple relationships. He's allowing.
Really?
He's allowing these women to think that they're in they're in relationships. I never did. I was upfront. Like, yo, man, I don't want no relationship. You know what I'm doing? I'm DJing. I'm here. I'm in the streets. Whatever. Yo, when I pop up, I pop up. You with it? You not with it? And they were like, ah. And of course, like any other nurturing woman, we're like, do you really have to do this? You don't have to do this. And they're trying to like pull you away and like, yo, that's not what.
This is how I know I'm not a nurturing woman.
Because you just said, fuck
it. Like, okay, would. Like, I would probably get annoyed if someone is texting me too much.
Right.
I'd be like, this is not what you said. You said you were busy. Why are you suddenly not busy?
Right.
Get away. Like, why are you here? Why are you available?
Why are you so available?
Like, the fuck? You liar. God.
Oh, my. Yo, you and my sister would have a time.
I know. Say. Here. Not there.
But that's what it is, man. But, man, and that's another thing. I have a huge respect for women. And I've said this in, like, earlier pods when nobody was really watching. I grew up with women. Right? Then my uncle was, like, the equivalent of my dad at the time. Right? Oh, shout out to my pops who recently passed away. R.I.P. to him.
Not him giving a shout out from the afterlife, period.
Yeah, did I tell you that I had to watch the fucking... I didn't know they make you watch the fucking...
Cremation?
Yeah.
What do you guys do over here? You went home, right?
I didn't go.
You didn't
I
go?
watched it on video. Because when it was supposed to happen, there was a lot of things in between, so I ended up not going in there. But it was such a wild
interesting
thing.
Did they do like the oven?
Yeah.
So in Hindu culture back home, they do wood like outdoors. And the head, like, so you hear the skull pop and everything.
What?
Yeah, like, and
Like Game of Thrones?
It's actually kind of wild. So like the head of the house, so like, let's say the dad passed, the oldest son would now be considered the head of the household,
Right.
and they would have to light the flame. Like, they would literally have to light their dad on fire.
Nah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could do it.
It's an interesting experience.
I think if I had to, I would. I don't know if I could do it. Like, just...
Like, so funny story. My aunt had to do it for her husband because it was just the two of them.
How is she now?
She's happy. She's fine. But like, she's very much, I guess how I, obviously, because I grew up, I'm her mini-me, essentially.
Right.
Very compartmentalized. So when traumatic things are happening, like, she doesn't feel anything.
Right.
It's just a matter of this is what has to get done. We have to get done.
Right.
Once everything is organized and finalized, I would have my breakdown and I'd figure it out.
Right.
She wasn't aware of this on the day.
That she had to do it.
Yeah. It's like, because she was now considered the head of the household because it was just the two of them.
Just the two of them.
And the homie was like, here, giant flame. She's like, what is this for? It's like, you gotta. I personally, there would be no funeral. The love of my life.
Right.
I have to set that bitch on fire. We're gonna be sitting here forever. I ain't doing that. I don't know.
Shocked, though.
Really? Mm-hmm. That I wouldn't. The love of my life.
Yeah.
No. Andre, I'm a lover girl to my core, you know. Don't let this tough exterior fool you. I am a marshmallow.
This is why we talk. All right.
For the right person.
Now we're gonna talk. Now we're gonna talk because it's gonna be the therapy session that we were having earlier, right? Because this is what I was saying. Like, I've asked you, and now we're getting into real talk. I've asked you multiple times. There's a reason why I like you, right? Because you are. There's a reason I like everybody. I have different levels of why I like people. You're very, very real, and I like that. You know what I mean? But there is, and I think that I consider myself a pretty good judge of character, right? And I see it on you, with that, like, yo, when you're not in a good space.
Yeah.
I know there's a level of you not being in a good space all the time.
Yeah.
But when
shit is bad, it's bad.
Right. When it's bad, it's bad. I almost want to tell you how I know.
You can tell me. That's fine.
I don't want to say it on camera.
Why? You think I'll cry? I might. I mean, you could always cut it out.
All right. I'll say it. Let me look at the time. I'll say it, right? And if it's offensive, I'll cut it out, and then we'll clip it, but we'll continue talking. Deal? This is what happens. Ignore it, act like it didn't happen. Okay. They're about to knock. They're about to fucking knock.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
All right. I don't know. You know it comes from a real place.
Yes.
Right? When I know you're at your like peak of like I'm about to explode, I could tell by your makeup choice.
Agreed.
You would agree.
Because I see this all the time though.
I don't know. You don't have these conversations with me.
So clothes and makeup would be a sure tell way to tell when I'm not okay.
Right.
Like, even though I'm dressed like a bum right now, I'm pretty fine. The minute I start overly dressing, I'm actually putting makeup on, that is armor, and I need to...
Hey, oh my.
Yeah.
Oh my, I feel so...
Yeah, like, I need some sort of physical...
Right, to cover it. And I'm like, yo, this ain't her.
Yeah.
Like, this, what is she doing?
Yeah.
And then the color choice of makeup. Now, I might be going too far.
Do tell. That's just interesting. I don't know. Usually, the clothes I wear and makeup choices are always a sort of reflection of how I feel, but I don't ever really pick up on it in the moment.
I never catch clothing because you're always away. You're always
fair.
You know what I mean? Like, it's never like, oh my God. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's always the. But I could tell by makeup choice when I see you wear blue. And it like a certain shade of blue, I'm like, she's not good.
That's interesting.
Right? And
I didn't even realize.
Yeah, because like you'll wear it heavy on your eye.
Yeah, but these things are always a form of expression, and I don't really like when I put makeup on. It's always let's see what happens. Like, I don't really go in intention unless I'm actually like going out, and I'm fine. I'm going out and I have a whole look in place. But like, if I'm intentionally putting on makeup for armor, like, I'm just like, this is what we have. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, but it's like you have a natural shine about you, right?
I know.
So when there is colors that you use that dulls it, and I'm like,
That's interesting.
she's not good. And I be asking Joy, I'm like, yo, you talk to her? And listen, you can, and I said her name again, but you can ask my wife. Ask her, and she was like, I don't know, she seemed fine. I mean, she
Yeah.
might have, she was,
It's so funny. Like, literally, you and my other friend are the only two guy friends, at least, are able to pick up shit like that.
Right.
Like, there's this time, literally, I'm at birthday brunch or something with my friends, and I'm like smiling, happy, blah, blah, blah. He's like, what going on? I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? I'm great. Like, I'm here with all my friends.
Right.
I'm smiling, giggling, there's drinks flowing. He's like, no, you're not. I'm like, first of all, fuck off. Like, don't make me cry right now. But, like, it's very annoying.
Right.
But
And I try not to be annoying.
no, it's only annoying because I don't like to be perceived. But I do, like, I don't like to be perceived, but I like to be perceived. At least I know that.
Somebody's paying attention. Yeah. But I be like, and then I got that stupid thing in me. Like, I don't want to fix it. I just want to. It's not really fix it, but like, yo, let's just address it. Maybe you can come to a resolve in our conversation.
Ew, me talking about my feelings, that's crazy.
I don't really want to talk about your feelings.
I mean,
I just want to address it. Like, yo, are you good or you not good? And then you say you're not good. Okay, why you not good? Okay, that's not.
but the crazy thing is, I might not even realize that I'm not good.
Nah, you be knowing. Nah, you be knowing.
I would be aware, but I would know what the problem is. So, like, addressing it wouldn't, in my opinion, do anything, because I don't, like, I know I'm not okay, but I don't know what the problem is.
Right.
Until I, like, actually have time to sit and be like, well, this is kind of a fucked up situation.
But that's why you have doppelgangers. You realize that, right?
What do you mean?
So you had one doppelganger,
Right.
right? And what happened was, because of that person not being able to realize how you manage things, to their perception, they thought that you had complete control.
Yeah.
So they thought that your way was the right way.
Right.
You're like, bitch, figure out your own way.
Everybody has to.
Right. But they don't know no better.
Yeah.
And you're in their mind like, bitch, I don't know any better. I just know how to work this.
Yeah.
You want me to work this and work yours?
Yeah.
See?
But that is funny that you bring that up, because that, in my opinion, was one of the reasons why I was in a terrible place. And I didn't realize until afterwards that I actually felt a physical difference when they were no longer in my life.
Right.
And I'm like, why the hell would I go back to them? But that's just me.
Can we talk?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Now, this wasn't supposed to be this.
I mean, we've been talking.
But you think your ex will see this?
Probably not.
Probably not, right?
No.
Good. Yo, he was not a match at all. He was. I was like, yo, I asked my wife. I was like, yo, is that dude safe?
What do you mean?
Yo, I had a visual in my brain, right? I was like, yo, she probably puts that dude on the wall and kicks him in the balls constantly until he says, Mima. Right? And I was like, yo, the only reason she keeps this dude around is for a puncher back.
You know, it's so interesting, your perspective of me. Perception. Yeah, perception.
Is it bad?
No. I like, and I can say this now because I'm looking back. Like, I don't even think I was Jesus Christ.
Oh, no, it's like on the whole shit.
I was not myself in that relationship.
I believe that.
And it's so crazy, the person I am now looking back.
Right.
Back then. I hate looking at pictures of myself from back then. Like, because I see I see what you see.
Right.
Like, I don't have a sparkle. Like, I'm
Right.
just like, dang, that bitch okay? Who is you cool?
Right. But it wasn't all the time.
It wasn't all the time,
Right.
but like it was visible enough. I was not myself, and that's only because previous relationships before that, and I would say this up front, I am not an easy person to deal with in any sort of capacity. I don't see the need to compromise who I am or what I believe in or me in any capacity for a relationship.
Right.
That's just me. And I know that's not how relationships work. I'm aware.
Right.
But that was hardcore me, straight out of angsty,
Right.
early adulthood vibe.
Yeah.
Also, I never had any intention of ever getting into a relationship. Like, I don't exist and be like, oh, I want companionship. Like, that's not me.
Right.
Every relationship that I have been in, with the exception of one, has been like, I just realized that these people are like referring to me as their girlfriend. And I'm like,
We didn't speak on that.
I was like, I thought we was just fucking, like, what we doing? Okay, cool, I guess. And I just went with it, right? And then when the relationship before my last relationship was so fucking toxic. Like, that shit was bad.
Yeah.
That when I got into that relationship, I was like, oh my gosh, this might actually be healthy. Like, this might be okay. Like, I need to try.
Right.
I need to not be a complete asshole. I need to,
Yeah.
compromise and do all the things, because my family are always like, Cathy doesn't compromise, blah, 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 blah. I was like, all right, cool. We'll give it a go. And that shit ruined me.
Yeah.
I had to rebuild myself from the ground up because I did not know who I was anymore.
Right.
So now, that's not happening.
You figured that shit
Not
out.
on my watch.
Right.
That homeboy had to take me off these streets that I'm not on. Take me off the sidewalk.
Right.
If it's not that man, it's no man. That's where I'm at right now.
Well, right now.
Yeah. But if it's
But that's a good
future,
thing, though. It's a beautiful thing, though. But the compromise thing, I agree with you. You shouldn't have to.
Like, Andre, it's so crazy. It's so crazy. Like, when I went back home in June, July, I see him. He's with his new brood or whatever. And it's almost like I actually get to see how I was.
Okay.
Like, because I was in a situation, but I wasn't seeing the situation. Like if you were around me, like whatever, you would see.
Right.
And you would see that I'm not okay. But I did not know in that situation I was not okay.
Right.
I would see him. I saw him with his new girlfriend or whatever.
Right.
And it was like looking at myself, like,
Third
from the
party.
past.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's how I was. Like,
Yeah.
we're in this party, music pumping.
Yeah.
That's not me. Literally, I have friends to this day that be like, Cathy, like, you were not yourself. Like,
Yeah.
the Cathy I know is the life of the party. She is shaking her ass on top of both fucking
Right.
decks. Like,
Right.
you were not you. And I was like, I did not even realize. Like, why did no one shake me and be like, hey, bitch, get the fuck out?
Yeah. People being respectful.
Which I appreciate, but also, Lazarel, yes.
Yeah. How long you was together?
I would say almost 3, almost 4. That's my longest relationship to date.
But that's still a good thing, though, because you got to figure out a lot of things.
I don't ever regret my relationships.
Right.
Or I don't hold animosity towards these people.
Right. Yeah, I tell people all the time I don't have regrets.
For me, it's always learning experiences. And
I say that all the
yeah,
time.
like if I did not go through that shit, like I would not be where I am today, and I would not know what I would not accept now.
Right.
So I'm like, dude, it is what it is. Like, again, character development.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like people would say they hear me and mine and they were like, "Oh yeah, I've been together for how many years? Like how y'all do it or whatever." And she coined the phrase that we still like each other. But it's a real thing
I agree.
because you can love somebody to death, but I don't have to like you.
Yeah, I agree.
You understand what I'm saying?
1000%.
And I don't really have to.
That's so
I
funny.
hate
She
that-
just texted.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't really have to. I don't think any one of us should have to compromise. I
Agree.
think I don't want to compromise. I hate that word.
I mean, but that is the word, though.
No, but there's levels, right? And what I mean is because when you try to compromise, like I'm big on words, and I think words have meaning.
Agreed.
And I think compromise, we
1000%.
use it. We use the word very lightly and loose, but is the real meaning of the word doesn't really reflect what you're doing in the relationship, right? Because all it really means, what people are trying to say is, oh, I just have to respect your boundaries, and you respect my boundaries. I don't want to compromise because that means I'm holding something of myself back. I don't want to do that. So, for instance, all right, they meet maybe something she's into or she is not. Maybe there's something she's not into that I'm into.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about kinks or anything. I'm just talking about in regular life.
Hobbies.
Right. And I'm like, all right, that's your thing. You know what I mean? But she would know enough. All right, don't keep nagging me about it
Yeah.
because I really don't give a fuck.
Right.
And I don't want to tell you that I don't give a fuck. But that takes time to figure that part out. But I think that's where people use the compromise. Oh, let me smash. They use it wrong and they hear it wrong. And they're like, oh, I got to smash this part of myself down. Because then you're not happy.
And I would use the word compromise in my last relationship because I definitely compromised. Yeah. That's so funny that you said that it wasn't a match. Like, I have a friend and he was
weird.
like, this is not the sort of situation that I
And I didn't even know you prior to
so like this friend, like, he's much younger than me. I don't say much younger. He's probably like 4 years younger than me. But because I'm so wise beyond my years, like we became friends because he was so down bad from his he came out of a bad relationship and I was literally just like giving him advice.
Right.
And then from that experience, he had so much respect for me. So like he views me in a completely different category, even though like he literally used to be like, sometimes I forget you're like my age.
Right.
Like, bro, what do you think I am?
Yeah.
But he's like, this is not the kind of person I envisioned you with at all. And I'm like,
boring. Let me just say that since he's never going to see, I don't even care if he does. He can come back to America if he wants to, and we can shoot the fire. I try to pull every kind of conversation out of that. Hey man, so what kind of DJ? Like, you know what I mean? What equipment? Hey, you know, man, I just be vibing, brother.
like, and not only that, like from this relationship is what I realized that and that relationship is where I was just the ultra cool girl. Like nothing bothered me. I was cool with any and everything. Like,
no, that's a lie. You looked like annoyed.
Because that was coming on to the end. Because that was when I was like, before I moved here, like I actively made the decision to start living again because I was not before.
Right.
So like that period of me packing up my life to move here, like I started going out with my friends again. Like my friends, just me. I would go out with them. I would drive myself to the beach randomly one day.
Right.
And just hang out on the beach by myself. Was it safe? No. Did I give a fuck? No.
Right.
But that Cathy would do anyway.
Right.
But like, yeah, I just, so coming out of that is what I realized. I need my opposite in some levels, but I need somebody to match my passion. So like I know myself, I'm very indecisive.
Right.
Spur of the moment.
So you're yin to your yang.
Basically.
Yeah.
I need I need the logic to my whimsical, basically.
Right.
But we need the same sort of passion
Right.
for life in general.
Right.
You can't be Debbie Downer and I up here 10 out of 10 optimism. Like, and I'm not saying relationships have to be 50-50. Like, I don't believe in that. I believe that. Right. I believe that let's say one day we do both have 50-50 and we could bring 50-50, but like some days you have 10 and I have to bring the 90. Like that's how it have to be. Like I'm not expecting.
That's the part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, imagine day after day I give in 110 and.
Yeah. See that's I'm so glad you said that, because that is a fact.
Yeah.
Like it's never 50-50. Never. On no giving day, it's 50-50. Not even during love making. I'm trying to, you know what I mean? Like it's never 50-50. There's going to be a day that you both want it, but hey, somebody's a little bit gung-ho this night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like that is the key. Like once you have the understanding, like, because that's why I said, going back to what we were talking about before with these new age people and having the internet and blah, 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 and not having understanding real interactions, they don't understand that it rolls like that even with friendships. There's nothing that's ever 50-50.
I agree.
It's always like some kind of balance, and you have all these people on the internet talking about, oh, you got to look for 50-50, or he got to give you everything. No, that's not how, and that's why you're online talking lonely. That's why you're online talking broke.
I think that's the crazy thing too. Like, this is how I know people have not, like, have you interacted with a real human? Because you can't, like, there's this funny thing. Like, and I am very much, like, anybody who follows me online knows I am very much, take that man for his money, blah, blah, blah. What your bank account looking like?
We were such on a good road.
No.
And then you come out with this.
But no, listen to me. Let me land.
Like, okay.
Online, this is me.
Right.
Take that man for his money, marry rich, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
To know me in real life, you know that I am the exact opposite of that.
Right.
Like, I am very much hyper independent.
Right.
Don't try to give me money in my hand because I'll punch in your face. Right. Like, you need to find some creative way. Like, you need to deposit that shit directly in my bank account.
Right.
Else I'm giving it back to you. Like, I'm not taking it. Like, it's
be careful though.
What do you mean?
You gotta be careful because you can't be overly masculine.
I don't think I am though.
Yeah, you can't say that and then. Like,
oh, funny you say that. So, we were talking about. What the fuck we were talking about before? Anyway, men versus gremlins. And when it comes to men, like, I would not play psychological warfare because that is how I feel about me and my hyper independence and me being my quote unquote masculine era. I would not feel the need to be this way in the presence of a person that makes sense.
Right.
So that's why I could go on the internet and talk shit.
Right. I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you're just doing it like to everybody. Then it's just like, okay, you got it. You know what I mean? Because even me, and I know this is gonna sound fucked up to women, but I don't give a fuck. If I found you a certain way, right? You can't now expect, and I get backlash for this. I don't give a fuck. If I found you a certain way, right? I expect you should keep that way.
Like, don't introduce me to a vibe. You can't maintain kind of shit.
Don't now expect, because now I'm with you, I got to keep your upkeep.
Interesting.
That should be a me choice.
Ooh, I've had this conversation with a guy, and he agrees with you.
Right. So if I met you, nails done, hair done, laced out, That's how I met you, and you were single.
Right.
Then that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I say, well, you know what? Hey, man,
Right.
take this 200, man. Go have a day, man, and do what you do, whatever. I know there's some bitch out there talking about 200. What can I do with 200? A lot, bitch. If you can't figure it out, then you don't belong. I ain't talking to you. Huh? You know how much chips that can buy you BJ's?
Jesus Christ.
But all that saying, it should be a me choice, and it should be like, listen, you do it all the time. Let me treat you, and you hold. But it shouldn't be I'm now obligated.
Yeah.
Obligated to, because now what you've done is, at least in my brain. Let me talk for me. If I'm paying for the nails and the mani pedis every week and the underwear once a month, right? There's no surprise to me. There's nothing special coming to me because I paid for it. I know it. I know that's what I paid for. I know what's coming.
Interesting. It's an interesting
Right?
perspective.
If you come and say, hey, man, I'm going to get my nails done, and you come back and you tap the table, look at my nails. Look, I got them done. And I'm like, oh, look at your hands. Oh, those look nice. You know what immediately goes through my mind? Oh, them things going to look good tonight. Wrapped around, you know. That's what it is.
I fucking hate you.
Yeah,
so
right?
much.
Because that's what it is. But if I just pay for them, I know what's coming back.
Yeah.
When I go buy Tim's, I know what I'm buying. If I
That's
give
so
you the
interesting.
money to go buy whatever, and you come back with Uggs and hey man, look at my yeah, okay, now soft heels. Okay, I got you. Hey. So don't. I hate that shit. Oh, you got to keep my upkeep. No, that's not what I signed up for.
I would counter argue in that sometimes dudes, I am very pro date within your tax bracket, date within your intelligence bracket. If you see me, nails, hair, middle part bust down, heels on, I'm dressed to the nines every single time. I'm stepping. And you know you are not anywhere near this sort of vibe.
Right.
Why are you just wheel that shit back in? Don't even try, in my opinion. Because we're not in the same tax bracket to begin with. Like where can you, and this is what I imagine the girlies be thinking. Where can you possibly, what experience can you give me on my level if you are operating down here on a monetary level?
Here was crazy.
Oh God.
And I'm glad you said that. So your girl and I, in our very early days of dating, right? She came along right in a time where I was down bad.
Right.
Did she tell you about this?
No.
So what was happening? We started dating. I was in the midst of getting my oldest son, while we were together is when I got official custody of.
Yes, she did tell me that.
But I was down bad. There was not a year. There was years in between where I wasn't working, wasn't doing nothing, had nothing going, just fighting to try and find something.
But that's the key word right there.
What?
You were fighting to try to do something.
Right. So, but see, this is the thing. The way you said it just now would make it seem
Fair.
like...
Fair.
You understand what I'm saying? How you said it. Right. So if a dude now came along and was like, yo, I see what she is. I see the middle part. I see just down to the T's, nails done, feet done, whatever. Yo, I'm only working on Amazon, but I want to
get your fucking bread up.
But
do something.
But hey, listen.
Something.
Wait, hold on. See, this is where we going wrong, because now he's like, yo, I could get there. yo, mama, this is all I got.
Mm-hmm.
I got paid $350 for the week. Listen, you're in the 80,000 bracket. He's in the 30,000 bracket, right?
Mm-hmm.
With rent,
Goddamn.
right? And he's now saying, "Hey, listen, on his soul,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm gonna have to find some overtime. Fuck it, man. Let me shoot her this 150,
Right.
right? That 150 is light to you, but to him,
Yeah.
he's gonna have to hit like a week of overtime to make that back up. See how you looking, but you're not respecting the fact that he.
No, I'm literally about to come in with.
But
I don't want to say a counter argument, but
you see, he's trying.
agreed.
Yeah, but
And for me, I appreciate that, and I could reference my last relationship here.
Not that facial expression you just made. That facial expression was like, what the fuck?
I stopped fucking with broke man. I'm sorry.
But he's not broke.
I agree. I would reference
he's just not in the same tax bracket
right now.
Right now.
Right. I would reference because I don't know if I said this on the pod or if we was just talking before. I like looks are not that big of a deal for me. Whatever. But like character and all these things and intelligence play a bigger role for me. Like I need to be stimulated intellectually.
So
to form a connection.
Suppose he does that, but he only makes $25,000 a week, a year.
For me personally, because I know the person I am, but I coming out of my last relationship, like Cathy before would be like, yeah, it's whatever.
Right.
Coming out of my last relationship now, which is what I was trying to reference. And my friend actually brought this to my attention. I didn't even realize. He said, Cathy, I don't know how someone could be with someone like you and not strive for better.
Right.
Because of my ambition, my drive, all the things that I am constantly doing to make myself better or just like achieve more.
Right.
But not everybody has that sort of drive within themselves. But my friend was like, how can you be with someone who's embodying this and you just cool being complacent? I am not cool. I am okay building with somebody who making sense. I'm not going in, you here for the ride.
Right.
That shit done.
Right. But the way you're saying... See,
I understand the way I said it before. I'm like trying to fix it now. Jeez.
I'm just saying. Because I'm trying to clear it up because they're gonna give you shit.
I don't give a shit. I'll argue with anybody.
They're gonna give you hell. And I'm saying is the dude that worked for
Follow
Amazon,
me so we could argue.
And then he says, "Yo, listen, I'm gonna. Oh, let me give you this scenario. So he works for Amazon.
So don't say he's an aspiring DJ.
No,
rapper.
No.
Anything.
No, relax.
Okay. He works on his own.
He says he's an aspiring. He's working for Amazon. He's making what? $30,000 a year.
Okay.
Right. But prior to you knowing this, you found this out on your first date.
Mm-hmm.
When y'all met, it was looks or whatever. Hey, you talked a couple of times on the phone. Right. First date, sitting down. He was like, yo, but I'm an aspiring painter. And you're like, painter? What the fuck? There's no money in paint because I know how your mind thinks. Huh?
I actually don't agree with you.
Oh, you don't? Okay, go. Don't interrupt. So I'm an aspiring painter, but you know what I mean? Like painting right now is not paying my bills. So this is what
wouldn't until he's dead. But go ahead.
This is what I'm doing right now. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
I would love to have a chance to continue what we're doing, and you know what I mean, and just let's see where it goes. You giving him a chance?
See, I would need more. So my hairdresser, right? My hairdressers always say this, and she is like her birthday is literally 5 days after mine. We are literally the same
Twinning.
person.
Right.
You think I'm bad? That woman is worse. Love money. She is literally the embodiment of his money is mine and my money is mine.
Right. But all hairdressers.
I mean,
Yeah. All hairdressers are like that.
whatever.
Yeah.
She said this one time, and I was like, you know what? You're so right. Love doesn't pay the bills.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, fuck yeah, you're so right. And I can't talk because I don't think I've ever done life or I've been in a relationship in that capacity where I had to share certain things like that. Like, I can't speak on it. So
Right.
as I don't know. Like, I never lived with somebody like full time
Right.
or like share
Space.
space like that
Yeah.
or had fucking bills together, you know.
I think all women should get a 1-year class on statistics,
And do what?
just to understand statistics on how life works between men and women. Right? You know, I know you know. Y'all outnumber 7-1.
Yeah.
You know that.
Mm-hmm.
If every man decided to settle down with one woman, right, there'd be about 2.5, 3 billion women that would be without.
You think because like I would take them in, I would start a commune
What?
and I'd be happy. It's okay.
Yeah.
I think we'd be okay.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, I think women just be like overly picky and not really paying attention. And I'm not talking about you specifically.
Oh, I could be like,
I'm just saying in general, women be overly picky about things that are like so minuscule and you're not really realizing like, yeah, y'all kind of have the pick of the litter, so to speak, right? Because you are the woman.
Yeah.
And men are always gravitating,
Unfortunately.
right? Always gravitating to you. And you say unfortunate, but after a while, how do I say this? Oh, this is going to sound chauvinist. It is. There's no right way to say it.
I mean, how much more worse can it
All
get
right, listen.
now?
After a certain age, right? This is what happened. Oh, shit. The ties start to change, right? As men get into their 50s and women get into the 50s, right?
Mm-hmm.
Women start to, she looks good for her age,
Oh.
right? And the talk of the men are, oh, he looks very demure, whatever. You're like, you're doing that. But think about the conversations, right? Think about the men that you know that have multiple children
Yeah.
at a very odd age, and you're like, yo, how are they pulling this off?
Real.
Right? And then think about a woman that's at the same age, and you're like, yo, she's just grumpy and miserable for no reason. She need to find a man.
You.
Right? Think about a man in his 60s and a woman in her 60s.
Men in their 60s give me the creeps.
What I'm saying is
More than like regular men.
I know what you're saying. But what I'm saying is that man in his 60s can still find something. He works backwards and finds the pick of the litter.
If you have money, you know,
No,
works for him.
that's a lie. That is a lie.
I didn't meet no 60-year-old. I trying to trade back on.
No, you are not. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about in general. Just think about life in general.
I know. I understand your point of view. Like, that's
fucking
fair.
Sparrow got 50 children.
Yeah.
No, 50, more than 50.
Probably.
Right?
And that's...
It's 53 or some shit. Right? 53 kids. That man is how old?
I don't know.
Don't you start doing that. Don't you? I'm looking at the time. Don't you start doing that. Not when
It's
facts.
literally my bedtime.
Oh, you got to go do that thing, right?
I mean, she probably sleeping, but it's okay. I'll do it tomorrow.
All right, but all that to say is, and we gonna wrap it up because we have been at it for a little while. But all that to say is, when men get to a certain age, they can work backwards.
But then explain cougars. Hold on.
They're hittable, but not keepable. What ends up happening with the cougars come into play because they use other attributes to keep. What? You better hold it. You'll pass out trying to hold that goddamn yard. But the cougars try to, they throw other little attributes and incentives to try and hold on, right? The men do too, but they can work further backwards.
I guess.
Right. All right. For instance, we hear it all the time. Oh, look at, you see a guy with, shaped up and he's fit, he's 65 and he's healthy or whatever. And what do you see the hashtag on the old space? Zaddy.
Depends. Pedro Pascal, hit me up.
You know what I'm talking about, man.
That is Zaddy.
Look, right?
Mm-mm-mm.
How many over 60 chicks names that you can call that be like, oh.
Salma.
Who?
Salma.
Oh, Salma Hayek?
Yes, that is a woman.
Okay, yeah.
Cher. You don't like Cher? I love her. She's so whimsical.
You seen Cher's boyfriend?
No.
Oh, you didn't?
Angelina. How old is Angelina Jolie?
No. Let's stay on Cher.
Oh.
You seen Cher's boyfriend?
Right.
I think I'm going to give you 2 seconds to go Google Cher's boyfriend and what's happening. Let's keep in mind that Cher is pretty much a not multi, but she's like up there with the billions.
Is this a kid? 40-year age gap. Wow. I mean, are you surprised by that from Cher, though?
No, but this is what I'm saying. Look what it takes for her to hold on to. All right, with Cher, let's just hold on to Cher.
Mm-hmm.
With Cher, all her friends are like, "Hey, get it." All her guys, this guy and the guy before, he's not the first with this year's gap. And it took how much money of hers to do you know what Cher looks like?
Yeah.
Outside of makeup? Outside of clothes and Spanx?
Are you body shaming women?
I'm not body shaming anything.
You're going to get canceled by me for sure.
Cancel me. But come on, man. Let's just...
I mean, but and then I would bring up Aaron Taylor Johnson, his wife.
Uh-huh.
They literally call her Mima on the internet. They don't ever call a woman by her real name. Her daughters are closer in age to Aaron Taylor Johnson, who is her husband, than they are. Like,
do you understand?
And they've been married however long.
Do you see what it took?
What did it took? Grooming? Because that's what it is.
You see what the...
Okay. Nobody want to hear me talk. They just want to dance.
No. we can have the conversation. What I'm saying is, it is easier for a guy of certain age to still grab than it is to still grab and keep than it is for a woman of a certain age to grab and keep. You're going to pass out trying to hold your arms. You know what? We're going to do a part 2 to this.
Why am I so tired? I did not eat Andre.
That's your. There you go again. Gotta bleep it out again.
Oh, why? I've been calling my full name on here. I should have a secret name.
Nobody knows my name.
I know your name.
That only started since I've been here.
That's you, country bumpkin.
Anyway, but listen, it's well overdue.
For real. This is so fun.
It
should
was.
do this more often.
You think?
Shut up.
We're only trying to do it for a year. I'm off camera and all kinds of shit.
I think I really like hearing myself talk.
No, but it was dope. I knew it was gonna be dope. I knew we was gonna have dope conversations. I appreciate you. But
I just get that for the record. And you know what I need? I need people to just start signing off on me. Like, she's a great girl. She's really intelligent.
Oh, you're gonna get that. I think people will catch that from here.
You think so?
Yeah. Yeah. This is probably the last one.
She's a bitch.
Oh, I can't wait for those. That's the ones I'm looking for.
Same.
That's the ones I want.
I love a good.
Yeah, let's get the trolls in there. How we gonna know how we doing good?
Literally,
I don't want everybody in there. Oh, she's great. Fuck that bitch.
Some idiot on my TikTok, and like my friend, I didn't even acknowledge him. My friends went in on him.
On him?
Like, there I am in this video, bare face, talking, like, just redoing some AI audio. And it's like, if being sexy was a crime, I'd be in jail or some shit like that.
Right.
Dude, I'm barefaced in the video. Dude comments, oh, really? With or without makeup? And I'm like, because you can tell when I am actually wearing makeup because I put makeup on with purpose.
Right.
My friend goes in there like, did you buy your eyes in a dollar store? Where you see makeup? Like, I didn't even have to do anything.
Right.
Like,
why'd you gotta open your Instagram?
I have to open my Instagram. I'm going to open my Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm doing this challenge, so I have to open it anyway.
Right. I have to follow you.
I know. That's so funny.
I was like, I ain't gonna follow.
I'm very nervous to open my Instagram.
When it was open, I did look a couple of times, and you had like
my Instagram?
Yeah, this is a while ago. Or maybe it was another page. Because I think you had 2 pages.
I have multiple pages.
Right.
Don't tell people that though.
Whichever one, there was one where you were sitting at like at a desk and you were talking, and it was almost kind of like you were doing like your own like vlog type thing.
That's essentially what I do on my Instagram.
Yeah, I was like, that's dope.
I used to do reviews.
Yeah, why you don't keep that open?
There's fucking weirdos on the internet.
That's the beautiful part, man. Let the
point of the matter is, I have to open it back up anyway. Right. Because I'm doing this challenge. However,
the challenge?
Gymshark is doing this challenge.
Okay.
And I'm going to, essentially, it's going to be more fitness content. However, I was like, literally, I asked them, I was like, hey, I have to open back my page. I'm probably going to be more serious on here. Like, I don't want to be cussing out men. Blah, blah, blah. Everybody was literally like, no, don't do that. Be your authentic self. Like, I love your shenanigans. Blah, blah, blah. These things make me so happy. Like, I literally have women being like, no, like, you have inspired me. And I'm like, that makes me happy, but also, please be safe. Like, I know I can hold my own. You are like 90 pounds. Please, be safe.
Right.
But like my people have literally been like, I wish I could share these things more. So I'm like, I'm contemplating open because I have stuff to record. Because I'm doing my 2025 housekeeping rules.
Okay.
Number 1. Didn't Joy show you that this year?
No.
Oh.
We don't talk as much as you think.
Okay, whatever.
I get home like super late.
All right. Anyway, I'm doing that. I'm probably going to do some reviews and then, I don't know.
All right. So I'm putting you on the spot. So I know you already have a lot going on and you're doing your own thing.
Yeah.
How much can you commit to here?
I just need to work it into my schedule. And then that's the only way. Like, all
right, so you're saying once a month? Twice a month?
I could probably do twice a month, but what I'm trying to visualize my schedule, but I haven't like created it yet for 2025.
Okay.
With this new challenge that I'm doing.
Okay.
As of right now, Sundays are free.
Okay.
Anytime after 3:30, I think.
All right. That's a plan. Y'all heard it. Yeah.
I'm a liar and a manipulator.
Hey, piece of shit. No, because I need that. I'm tired of talking about myself.
That's so crazy because literally on my Instagram, I literally was like, I do these things for me.
Right.
Andrew, I'm gonna show you the video. I literally said, I love looking at myself.
Right.
I like hearing myself talk. I'm gonna fuck about you all. And I think that's why I have such a great time on social media.
No, but you know what it is? Is because sometimes some of the things I talk about.
That's true. Like you need the interaction back and forth.
Yeah, because I don't want to sound like a know-it-all. I want backlash. I like, you know,
conversation.
Like our other people that I was like, you know, can she come? Yeah, when she comes, oh man, that's gonna be off the chain. Yeah. I got so many questions.
She is so funny.
I know.
Like, I love her.
She got so mad when I was like, oh, you remind me of my teacher. She took it completely wrong. I was like, I'm not saying you're old, stupid. I'm just saying, like, you look like her.
What's crazy is she says this, and I'm like, first of all, you don't even look your age.
Yeah,
like, just calm down.
Yeah, no, she took it wrong. I wasn't saying that she looked old. I'm saying, yo, the thing she understand. When I was at that age, and that's what the teacher looked like. Like, she looked young. Damn, I don't even want to. I was about to shout out the teacher.
Jesus, you know, I'm all for a little psychoanalysis.
Yeah, but damn. Man.
You know, she told me she thinks I crave relationships.
You crave relationships?
Yeah. And I had to shut up.
Meaningful.
I agree.
I'll take that.
But she, like, every time I guess we would go out, I would mention at some point my singleness.
Right.
Or like fuck relationships or something like that. She'd be like, you know.
Yeah, no, you got a hatred for men.
I know. I am a misandrist, and I'm really proud of that. Misandrist.
Misandrist?
M-I-S.
That's a new fucking word.
Come on. Prejudice towards men.
What?
Fuck those guys.
You got to do that after the new year. I can't learn no more words before the new year.
Why not?
Misandrist.
Yeah, misandrist. It's a nice word.
I like how it rings, though.
Yeah.
Misandrist.
I've gone beyond feminism.
Oh, I'm not with that feminism shit. That's another conversation.
I love a good hating of men. I don't believe they deserve rights. We laugh, but are we kidding? No, we're not.
You don't believe men deserve?
No.
You're gonna yawn again because I'm gonna stretch this out. Not. So you want to wrap this up? And I
just want to say, men don't deserve rights. We should put all of them on an island to fight for survival, for my entertainment. Like Hunger Games style-esque.
I have a similar thought about people,
but that's just me with men.
That I cannot say.
I personally think men should be in like chains.
In like what? In what?
What?
Jails? Yeah, you said.
That's not what I said, but I'm just gonna. Are you gonna put closed caption? Do you think people would understand me? I try to speak very clear.
No. You speak clear.
To you. There's gonna be somebody. What is she saying? Fuck off, Brenda.
Fuck off. Fuck off. If you can't figure it out, you got CC button on your fucking YouTube. Click it.
You know what's crazy? They don't even understand me.
Yeah.
When TikTok has to do closed caption for me, like
they do it for you.
Yeah, like, but because I speak super fast and like I sometimes eat up my words. Like they don't even understand what I'm trying to say, and I'm like,
and they just,
what the fuck is this? Like. That's not what I said.
No, it's clear. No, you're good.
Okay.
What part of Trinidad are you from? Or you don't want to say?
East. Do you know Trinidad? Have you been to Trinidad?
We've had this discussion.
Have you been to Trinidad for real?
We've had this. What part of Trinidad are you from?
I would say I am from El Dorado.
Say it again.
El Dorado.
El Dorado.
El Dorado. Do you guys understand that?
It was easy if we just said El Dorado. El Dorado. El Dorado.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
have you really been to Trinidad?
That's an off-camera conversation. Okay. Maybe I can't say because it's past time, right? Mm-hmm. I did a lot of traveling on a dead man's passport.
All right. You know what? Goodbye, guys. so nice talking to all of you. I'm just gonna leave.
Been to Jamaica.
I'm gonna leave. I don't even want to be
Yeah.
complicit to this conversation right
Yeah,
now.
I've been a lot
I'm
of
probably on the
places. I had to get rid
FBI
of it.
watch list right now for my support of Luigi. Like,
Oh, that's a fact. No. Listen, there is a fan base. This man.
yeah, and I'm part of it.
He can do no wrong.
No.
So, but you truly believe that this is the guy, even after seeing like photos or whatever.
See, I have my tinfoil hat on, but like it kind of to the side when it comes to that because
Right.
I can't see.
Right.
Like I've seen the pictures that like 3 different jackets, like
Right.
the facial kind of looks different.
Right. Have you seen how them jackets skyrocketed?
No.
There was 2 dudes today.
What's crazy is the lookalike contests. Like,
Oh,
hello.
it's everywhere. There's 2 dudes today in Home Depot in
That's
the
crazy.
jacket and the ski mask. Are you trying to get shot?
Or they're trying to get girls, trying to get pussy.
Well, that's fine.
Exactly.
But not staring at me.
Yeah. I didn't need Home Depot. I should probably go to Home Depot. I don't know what
No,
I'll do.
because you're in a happy place now.
That is true.
You're in a great place.
Trying to get this man to take me off the sidewalk.
He got you, man. He paid. You paid.
Say a prayer, guys.
All right.
Maybe I'll
But
send
that's
him
it.
this podcast.
We're gonna
And he'll be like, who are you talking about? I'm like, oh my God. What you should ask?
oh, and for the ones okay. And they look sleepy and tired as per usual, and I always look high. I have people that be like, you never show your eyes. What the fuck does that mean?
You just supposed to give you inspirational tidbits. Do you not end your stuff with inspirational tidbits?
No, I just tell everybody that, hey, I appreciate y'all. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but you here with me.
I mean,
Thank you. And Cathy. All right, I'm gonna get me some new sounds. Now
yeah,
that
like
you're
I
here.
don't like that round of applause. That shit whack as fuck.
You didn't like the one? No, that's all I have.
Pack that shit up.
All right. New.
You need to get you save that for the other people. When I come in here, I need hype.
Okay, I got you. I haven't done it. Listen, if you were here, I got
Yeah,
you.
I need the air horns.
All right,
And
but
somebody pussy clot in the background. Yeah, like
oh, I got some of those coming. No, I got a whole bunch of stuff lined up for the new year, and we're going to do different route. And for those who don't know, this will be the last pod that I will be doing on YouTube. We're going over to Patreon. That's
Patreon.
and you're gonna pay your $5, and you're gonna love
Period.
it, and that's it. And it's not even much. It's $5.
Yeah,
The fuck? Just don't buy the bag of chips, you fat fuck.
yeah, boy. Oh, you're brokey. Dates within your tax bracket.
In your tax bracket. Pod in your tax bracket.
Correct. Don't be a brokey.
Stupid.
Because I would have to call you out and I would publicly shame you. Did I tell you that's what I'm doing? I'm personally bringing back shame in 2025. I don't think people are shamed enough. And that's why society
You
is where
want
it's
to
at.
shame them all.
Yeah.
Publicly. I love it.
I started men who are in relationships who are in my DMs. Up you go on my stories. This year? In my DMs? Who's your girlfriend? I want to talk to her. Yeah. Because,
Are you really?
yeah. Andre, people have been thinking that I need to take that out again. People have been thinking that I am this like super chill person.
Right.
You know, she acts crazy online, but like she don't really be
Yo,
talking about these things. But like,
You need to make a second page because people are now purposely. You know what? Put your gram out there. What is your gram? The one you want them to use.
I'm gonna open my page. Oh my gosh, it's rain falling. My name on Instagram is at Cheeky Cathy, and it would come up as the real Slim Shady because people were using me as that I was on Tinder. I had fake profiles on Tinder.
You had fake profiles on Tinder?
People were using my
Or
pictures.
using your pictures. So it wasn't really you.
No. Me on Tinder? Ew. Gross. I don't even like people.
That's hilarious. Yo, the amount of dick pics you're about to get
That's crazy.
is gonna be
And it's gonna go
psychotic
up
and diabolical.
on
You're gonna have to make a second page. You
this
know what?
you?
You're gonna have to take
Sending unsolicited dick pictures to me.
You're gonna have to put it on a different. They're gonna shut your page down. First of all,
They can't do that because I'm doing this challenge. Like I'm trying.
so you're gonna
I'm
have to
trying to be a
make a
productive member.
You're gonna have to make a secondary page because you know there's gonna be idiot dudes that be like, "Yo, she ain't gonna do it to me. She ain't gonna do it. She gonna like it." You know what I mean? There's gonna be dudes that do it.
I personally, like, I just not fucking around anymore. Like I
What
literally
about
said this.
tit pics? I suppose it's chicks.
Women could do no wrong in my eyes. Send it my way. Wow, you are blessing me. Thank God. Amen.
Oh my God, you're the worst.
Men needs to be on an island. No food, no water. Hunt and fucking gather, bitch. Like what you want to be primal? Hunt and fucking gather.
You know what I didn't know? I didn't know that you were as toxic as I am when it comes to.
Why
like,
do you think we?
mesh?
Yeah.
I don't know. For some reason, I didn't think you were a prude. I know that, but I just didn't realize that you were just as toxic.
No, I am. I literally tell people I'm evil, and I choose to be good.
Oh man,
That's serious. Like I seriously believe that. Like I know my capacity for evil, and I choose every day to be a wholesome member of society. I choose to be nice, and I choose to treat people with respect. Because in my opinion, these are all choices.
right?
Like if I were to just deal with my base,
Right.
I'd be a fucking menace. And I feel like that is what people take for granted, how much effort I put into being a good person.
Right.
And giving people respect, because very much do unto others as you would like them to do unto you.
Yo, is there anybody you want to curse out personally, like by name?
Not right now, no.
Not now.
That's what I'm saying. Like that broad who tell me my ass fat. You know, she told me my ass was fat, and that's why I like to be mean to people.
Oh my.
She was the, like, and it's so crazy. Like I was talking to my aunt, and I was like, I've gotten to a space now where I can physically feel when something is wrong.
Right,
like if I am not in a good space, like I'm like something is here that doesn't belong. Like
Right.
I need to change something. You know, my ass was fat, so she had to go. And then I felt like my equilibrium balanced again, and I'm cool.
Yeah.
So like that's what I say. Like I curate a space around me that I
Right.
holistically enjoy. Like I don't really keep people around me that, like, I don't purposefully do it.
Right.
That suck my energy. Yeah.
I get you.
So there's no one I really wanna besides men. Fuck you guys.
You and Miss Man. But listen.
But where's the camera? Am I even being recorded?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck you guys.
Wow.
Unless
me
you want to send me some money. My Cash App is, hold on, I'll
Yo,
tell you.
if you get cash apps, I need 3% on friendship tax.
My Cash App is $ Cheeky Cathy. Cheeky on all platforms. Send me some time for a little time.
Yo, your DMs are about to be retarded. I'm telling you.
That's crazy.
You got to forward that all to me. All right.
Don't talk to me though.
Don't talk. Just cash app.
Just you Cash App first, and then I'll respond. Like I'm an undercover dom.
Yo, I was just going to ask you that.
That's my dream job, you know.
Yo, I believe it. I can see
Financial
you in that.
dominatrix.
Financial?
Mm-hmm.
I believe it. I can see it.
Yeah,
You're sick, bitch.
I know.
Something's wrong with you.
Any pay pigs again?
Yo,
Send me some cash.
Send it to him.
I gotta play carnival, so
You going this year?
yeah.
You are? I want to go to Brazil so bad.
Really?
Brazil's carnival?
They be kind of crazy over there.
Yeah, I know. I wanna go.
You can't look people in the eye during carnival time, you know.
But I need a pass.
You know what? And with that, we're signing off. My head is now hurting because I have literally not eaten since 10 a.m. That's crazy. This is the second day in a row.
Why you keep doing that? And you're the workout queen.
I know. I'm like fucking myself over. I didn't work out today.
And stop taking protein.
No, it's not going to happen.
It's worms.
I don't give a shit what the fuck that is. Them worms, 44 grams of protein.
You don't need it.
You know how much protein I had to eat in a day? 120 grams.
You don't need the protein powders, man.
I'm drinking that protein shakes.
Yo, how big are you trying to get? Man?
I'm not trying to get big. If I'm not looking big.
No.
Okay.
Just asking.
No, I'm not.
I saw a girl the other day that I knew from back in the day, and she's been going heavy, and now she looks like.
I'm not trying to.
And then she did some weird shit and was like flexing her chest. I was like, yo.
Yeah.
No.
I am not trying to put on size. I'm trying to lose weight, but like I'm just trying to tone out. Like I need my muscles to be more pronounced.
Right.
Like the muscles are there, but also fat is there.
Right.
I need the fat to be gone.
Yeah.
Like.
That's the tub. Round is a size too. All right.
That's crazy.
But, all right, on that note, we're going to sign off. Close up shop. But again, I said it before, I say it again. Listen, I appreciate y'all being here. And as always, you know, I completely fucked it up. I can't even sign off properly.
Drink water, guys.
Drink water. Thank you. Appreciate you.
And you say I don't watch your pod.
Yeah, you don't. You watch. You got that from the Instagram.